I just like the taste.
That's true.
Right, am I cracking off on number 30?
No, they're doing an intro first, Neil. Jesus Christ, like,
Jesus,
Neil,
Neil,
for fuck's
come on,
sake,
come
Neil.
on.
Do you know how these work? Like,
Well, are we just diving in?
no, we're not
No,
diving
we're-
in. No, we did the intro first. We do the cold open, the bit of banter at the
We're
end.
acting as if we haven't taken a 6-month break between our...
That's the whole idea, yeah.
That actually probably goes to just how grueling it is to actually play these. Fuck.
I know you're trying to power through it, do you see? But like now that you've done that, I'm going to incur a time penalty by having an extra longer intro now, just to make you suffer.
Please don't.
Okay. Hello, everybody. It's your old friends at Monday Madness, and welcome back to the worst 50 games of all time ish. Not all time, but the worst 50 games we played. That's not as catchy, but we'll get there in the end.
It is a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just take the high.
We are objectively the moral arbiters of games.
We've just kind of decided to be the gatekeepers of video games because, well, no one else was, to be honest. But nevertheless, we've kind of actually reached the proper middle of the list now. Like we're not the funny ones now, and we're not the worst ones. We're in the weird kind of like they're bad, but there's worse.
Yeah, actually, there's one game in here where I was looking at the games and I was like, is it a worse made game than this game? And did I hate it more than this game for trying to put it in my list?
Yeah, so that's the thing. See, I've also come to realize like we've all made these lists like a good while ago. As we've just kind of lampshaded there. It's been a while since we've done a recording of these. Maybe it's new entries to this list. I don't know, but I had to kind of remind myself of like, oh yeah, I actually did have the game. Yeah, shit.
Nah, I got some newer updates to.
Oh well, you actually have a rolling list. Excellent.
I got some newer.
That's a lot more dedication than we had, to be honest.
So you hate new things. Good to know.
I hate all new things until it shows me that it's not worthy of hate.
Is that why you punch me so often?
Yeah, just slug people out and like, yeah, that's just in case you were a fucking douche.
You were wearing a new shirt and didn't like it. That's what it was.
You learn that later.
Yeah, exactly. You learned it the hard way, quite literally.
No, where you?
But yes, now we're about to start off with our number 30s, and Adam, it is you up first to kick us off here. That's for tradition.
Okay, my number 30 is, per tradition, part of a sequel of a series.
Okay.
The one that I think is genuinely the worst.
Yeah.
Gears of War 3.
Okay.
Now,
Back to chest-high walls again, lads.
Fucking game.
well, no, Neil, it is the preeminent series for your character taking up more than half of the screen and you being able to shoot just the other half.
Now again, we can put that down to the fact that like Marcus Phoenix is a massive fucking cube of humanity.
Quite literally a tank.
Yeah, like not our fault that we picked him in a sense, but
I'm going to say one line from Gears of War 3. Now, this is when you're fighting against a lambent berserker.
alright.
Lambent being the enemy alien monsters that have touched emulsion, the rare resource you're fighting this war for.
They've touched emulsion. They've done a bad paint job.
Exactly, yes. But the name of emulsion, so it's a fuel, but it mutates anything that touches it into an explosive zombie.
Right.
Okay, that's incredibly original.
Berserkers, were in the first game, were like the standout moment because you couldn't hurt it. You had to run from it until you got the Hammer of Dawn. In this game, you fight against a lambent berserker.
Wait, did you say a Hammer of Dawn?
Hammer of Dawn, which is a
Dawn.
satellite-controlled weapon that you basically have a targeting system for it to call down the wrath of the fucking gods.
I don't know who wrote Gears of War 3, but you really just fill it with buzzwords, didn't
Sorry,
you?
you think this was wrote?
I know, but it's like, it sounds like a Mad Lib.
It's by wrote.
I picked out one line from it
Sure.
that I think exemplifies the entire thing of this game. Wait until her ribs open, aim for the heart.
So, what we're learning here...
That is obviously a key tactical command that the leader of the Gears, Marcus Phoenix, gives to everyone while facing this mutated behemoth, which is now susceptible to standard fire.
And do you think it was a good idea for the behemoth to have its heart exposed?
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird that it had a glowing yellow heart and its ribs would open periodically, allowing you to
That is quite unusual, actually.
The designers of it was the same guys who did the Death Star.
Oh, really? Yeah. Watch out for those exhaust pipes, Dan. Like, it's...
Actually, the lambent berserker is the mother of the Death Star.
It was the chief architect, as a matter of fact.
It's a terrible game series.
Is that the one where like everyone had their tragic backstory and like dead wives?
Every game they had the tragic backstory.
Oh, did they? Okay.
So this is the one where, in order to buck the trend of the gag character Carmine. So Carmine in the first one, he's the soldier that gets killed to show, okay, the characters can die.
Yeah.
His younger brother dies in the second one in an equally tragic yet hilarious way.
Fair enough.
In the third one, we were all expecting Carmine to die because he just came in and he was nothing of a character.
Yeah.
The only one to survive.
Really subterfuginous there, man.
Yeah, this is the one where Dom finds his wife that for some reason the aliens have captured and have been using as a slave labor. I don't know why.
Okay.
Maybe because she captured the one who married the bus.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And Dom puts her out of her misery, but has a whole flashback scene where it's like, oh no, she's as beautiful as the day I lost her, and then it cuts to her and she's a fucking skelefied zombie. It's like, yeah, obviously.
He looks at him, the skelefied. Yeah, still would.
I'm sorry, Maria. I have to do this. Who are you?
Let's get it on.
And then he drives a bus, a tanker full of explosives for some reason, into a car. Like, they were winning the war in the past 2 games. Why did they suddenly lose?
Because it was the third
We're on
game.
the back foot. What the hell?
How did this happen? I sat my controller down for 5 minutes.
But I mean, it's clear storytelling. Like if the 2 games were going so well, and then number 3 is like, well, and now we won. It was like, well, there's not much of a game there, then, is it? It's like it's a bit of fucking victory.
No. But you shouldn't be building up like we made a key strategic point first game, great. Key strategic victory in the second game. We've got it wider and more open.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we've suddenly been overrun because they were building this up. You killed the fucking lambent queen in the second one.
I was going to say, it was the fact that, like, well, you as the player weren't there, so therefore we fucked it up. You have to guide us through this victory.
You literally took out their psychic overlord that was keeping them alive beforehand.
Yeah, like the thing about 3 games, when you're 3 games in, you're like, I kind of have to justify how killing off 2 final bosses in the last 2 games somehow does not weaken this enemy attacking force at any point.
That was like that Mass Effect suffered from that a little bit as well, and maybe that was just the way game writing was.
I think
at that
Halo
point.
did that well actually in Halo 3,
Yes.
where it was more the flood. The Covenant were on the back foot. The elites had turned on them.
Yeah,
and they were like literally scrappy fighting you, and then the flood comes in. It's like, fuck.
Yeah, because what I was about to say about Mass Effect was with the first Mass Effect game, like it all obviously is very sycophantic towards the main character. Thank you, Shepard, for saving the galaxy. Robert. You hear that a lot, but like the first game works it out incident. Second game, okay, fair point. He died. Okay, so things probably went to shit without him. That's totally fair. Third game gets court-martialed and then suddenly everything goes to shit. So the direct correlation of Shepard not being allowed to save the galaxy and the galaxy getting worse. So it's like it is a universe that's literally bending towards the will of the protagonist, whereas it's not.
You mean like in Gears of War, where the key box weapon has been described as this would have a 100% fatality rate for its user?
Yes.
I might want to have a talk with the designers on this one. Can I get 5 minutes with those motherfuckers?
Why do you have a chainsaw bayonet? Moving parts on a bayonet is not good.
No, it's bad.
But you know I'm going to be running with this thing.
That's fucking tremendous. Okay.
Yeah, not worth playing.
Really, do you know what? It was on my list and everything, and I was going to start off with Gears of War 3 and work back the way.
Well, that might be the way to do it.
Isn't there like a 4th one?
There is.
There was, and then there was a side story where the 2 women that were side story characters, they were actually the main protagonists, and they're better than the men. Because it's a more modern one.
No, isn't that fucking? Is that not Wolfenstein you're thinking of?
No, this was Gears of War as well.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wolfenstein
basically did the exact same.
This is a trope in modern day Xbox games.
It's weird, isn't it? Like they all seem to all have the same, like, they all seem to listen to the same market analysis and go like, this is working well, make this game next year.
I believe it's called Sweet Baby Inc. Not to get too political, and we won't mention any more.
Indeed.
Who's next?
I am next. And for my number... Do you know what? I'll just fucking leave.
I mean, we were trying to make you. We wanted it to happen.
I fucking I run the channel, bitch, right? Fucking let me just saddle off all the fucking edits to you then, will I?
Sack me, I made the BBC.
I made the fucking Monday Madness!
BBC! gonna crash through the window.
Like, if every time Neil gives a disgruntled grunt, you quit the channel, we wouldn't be here.
We have stop. Then we have to hunt him down with a trank rifle. Again, you know?
The wig would come off. Yeah, the usual. Yeah.
Anyway, you're 30.
My number 30 is a Sierra game. It so begins. I've been very low on Sierra games so far on the list, but the next cohort is going to be Sierra heavy.
I've been saving up my Sierra points. For
to be fair, actually, no, it's not as heavy as I thought it was. But the first entry in my cohort here is, and it should not come as absolutely no surprise to those who played it or bore witness to it on the channel, Manhunter New York.
Okay.
So, for the uninitiated...
You play as New York hunting a man.
I play as the city of New York finding a man. No, it's like... So, Sierra, and again, for those uninitiated, Sierra is a trope tickler, is the best way to describe it. Like, they will do a...
Sorry, did you say a throat tickler?
A trope tickler, yes. Not a throat tickler, no.
Jesus Christ, man.
No, that's a particular paywall you have to pay extra for. What they'll do is they'll have...
Should have legal distinction. Flash up on the screen is that, as he goes, wait a minute, what?
Just the two definitions.
Exactly, yeah.
Throat tickler, ask your mom.
Yeah. Consult your doctor if throat ticklers are right for you.
Carry on.
But yeah, so Sierra always do this. They will take a genre or they'll take a movie or some kind of like fucking cliche and they make a game out of it. So like, you know, the fantasy realm was King's Quest and there was all fairy tales and stuff like that. Obviously they had sci-fi, Space Quest, and then a few other kind of like, you know, very niche ones in a sense. Like they wanted to make like kind of like a murder mystery, so they had the Laura Bow game, which is really good. This one was kind of like their eulogy to They Live, to a certain degree, and a few of those kind of other like, you know, post-apocalyptic alien invasion type of movies. You know, like it's like now we've been subjugated by an alien race and we have to try and fight back type of thing. Now,
did you meet the council in your dreams?
We didn't meet the council in our dreams, no. So it's not Dreamweb. Sorry, it's bad luck on that one. But weirdly enough, Dreamweb and Manhunter kind of suffer from the same things in a sense where like the story beats make absolutely no sense. Now again,
they're exactly the same.
Now, in fairness, again, this is a stupidly old game, so I'm not going to critique it on its fucking character motivations. You play as just some guy.
Well,
you know,
your character doesn't actually have any motivation.
He is a manhunter.
But the thing is that so it takes place after an alien invasion, I think.
Yes, that's right. Yeah,
not like right after. Like,
no, it's a generation or two after.
Yeah, it's quite a while after an alien invasion. And so the aliens actually pick humans to be manhunters.
Exactly, to kill other humans who are insurgents.
But there's no selection. Like you don't know how or why you even picked.
You just were.
And literally the game starts. Oh, tomorrow's my first day on the fucking
job. Yeah, essentially, yeah.
You're like, so, holy shit! Like, the character literally. Not only does he have no motivation, he can't have any motivation.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a weird
kind of slick character. This is you, the player.
I have been picked by alien overlords to hunt down my fellow man.
Yeah.
And I start tomorrow.
Now here's the thing, right? So
yeah, I have no problem with this.
So here's the thing with this whole. Here's how this premise doesn't make sense immediately, and it's fucking hilarious because. Like normally, when you're being subjugated by alien race, they have to be superior to you in some way. You know what the aliens are? Giant fucking eyeballs.
Yeah, the orbs.
Giant eyeballs. Do you know how you can deal with an eyeball? A sharp object. But apparently they commandeered all sharp objects.
Or some black pepper.
A black pepper. Or an onion. An onion would derail this alien race.
No, because this alien race clearly evolved beyond the need of eyelids.
Well, clearly. So. I mean, they must have bulked up their fucking vitreous humor or something. I don't know. But yeah. So like the whole thing is that like all the humans are like you have to wear brown cloaks, and you know they've no individuality and stuff like that. Even though they all have fucking names.
Yeah, people can still have names.
No, as in like, well, what I mean is that like they have their full names. It's not like just like human 1, 2, 3, or 4. It's like, oh, that manhunter over there is Phil. You gotta watch out for Phil. Oh, he's evil. Look at him with his black cloak. Ooh. You know. So again, much like a Sierra game, especially around this time, you just cannot pick a fucking tone. It just can't. So like it's trying to be like a post-apocalyptic adventure, kind of a thriller type of thing. It's in a way it's a kind of like you're chasing after a killer, but obviously from the other way around, you are actually the killer this time. So you're trying to you're scouting somebody across like a few different locations. You monitor what they're doing, try and catch up to them, and then take them out as best you can. But what's exciting is that there's another manhunter out there that's getting there ahead of you. and you're basically going from a murder mystery from there. So again, with the technology at the time, all the music is fucking MIDI, so like it's supposed to be being somber and stuff, and it just goes do 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 do. Okay, fair cop. There's nothing you can do about that. If you only got the technology to make fax noises, we'll let you away with that. However, what I can't abide is that like, oh, here's an action sequence where like, you know, it suddenly just turns into a fucking Warner Brothers cartoon. You're being flushed down a toilet. Your character icon is so small it looks like a fucking Mickey that you're playing, like or when there's like, and the action sequences are appalling. You might remember, Neil, there was a section where we had to fight through an alleyway, and there's like 3 different phases of the alleyway. It's like fucking gladiators. And the thing is, so like there's 3 punks throwing items at you, and they're all different speeds, and you have a choice either jump or duck, right? Yes, the problem is, one thing could be like a glass bottle, so it has that has a certain hitbox and a certain speed, and you're trying to duck and jump to suit, but the hitbox is too big for the item, so like you've cleared the bottle, and yet you still get concussed from it, you know, shit like this. The knives are like ironic enough that knives are easier to dodge because there's a repetition, there's a frame rate to it. So you just go duck, 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 and it's sorted. I've never been so miserable playing an arcade game or a Sierra game like this, because this alleyway was programmed so badly. You know,
I've seen you more miserable.
In a Sierra environment, you haven't, and it was just such a fucking disorienting game.
Yeah, but how did you find the puzzles?
The puzzles were like, again, the puzzles are not that bad. Just kind of
that is the highest compliment you could give a Sierra game.
Yeah, but like there was typical kind of moon logic and this sort of thing. Again, you're trying to like, you know, articulate what you can with dots and beats in a sense. There's only so much you can do.
But this man's skin is purple. I take that to mean he either died or is very aroused.
Indeed.
Well, it's just the fact that, right, also in this universe, like humans aren't actually allowed to openly talk to one another, so you have to communicate via gestures.
Yes.
And so one of the gestures is a guy has to signal to you to go and sit on the toilet and flush it 3 times to find a secret area.
Yeah, that's so.
It's like, the fuck, man, like, you know. And then the layout of that secret area is on a doll that you find, but you're never told that, and you're just like, oh, what the fuck? Like,
and again, as per usual, the correct answer is in the manual, so you have to have the manual to find this one thing. Copy protection. I don't mind the copy protection thing. Like it was important for the time because
it wasn't.
Well, no, okay, it was done at the time.
You wouldn't steal a font.
Oh, what's the word? It's a cultural relic, shall we say? It was the style at the time, so I understand that.
You have copy-proof paper? Oh man, cool.
Yeah, sick. But
that was actually pretty cool. That was the first time I'd ever seen copy-proof paper. Was in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fucking game. That had one of the ones that had the unphotocopyable paper.
The only problem with them was that you lose the paper and you can't play your fucking game.
Yeah,
exactly.
You can't play it anymore.
But yeah, no, Manhunter is just one of those like typical Sierra games that like just sound like a good idea at the time, and then the more they made it, first of all, the tech wasn't ready for it, and the premise they had really wasn't that strong to begin with,
and the story writer wasn't ready for it. And the music composition.
There is a story there. There is something there.
You can, if you can boil it down and simplify it into something that's actually quite good, right? So you can get in fact, fully enough, it would make for a compelling novel as opposed to a game. Mm-hmm. You know, somebody who gets picked by an overlord to hunt down their fellow man who commit crimes against those overlords. No idea why or how you were selected. You start tomorrow, and also you're trying to actively work against the orbs. But in order to stop them from seeing through your ruse, you still have to hunt down the target.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah. So what you do is when the orbs, like when you're finished your investigation for the day, they'll go to you and say who's the suspect.
Yeah.
And you have a choice of giving them the right answer or a wrong answer, and there's no consequence. There's no consequence. You can give them a complete bullshit name and they'll take it. But like if you give them the right answer, you're expecting consequence, and there isn't. So there's that kind of thing that you didn't really.
Yeah, but by the end of day 4, it's probably spoiler alert, but by the end of day 4, they see through your ruse no matter what answer you give.
Exactly. Them. Yeah. The jig is up. Yeah.
Transferred to Chicago.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Which is code for you get fed to smaller orbs.
Yes, exactly.
You get Soylent Green.
Essentially, yeah. And again, you know this is a busted flush because Sierra only made 2 games in this series. So you know that they didn't work out for them as intended.
Too many.
Yeah. Oh no, I think that I don't think like they released San Francisco, but I don't think it was finished, completed properly, was it?
Number 2, didn't we play number 2?
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah, I think it was like left on a proper cliffhanger. Like
fuck, I might have actually just repressed that. Like a traumatic memory.
It was one of our COVID playthroughs. So like those ones, and those two were in really quick succession.
Yeah.
So I think we just forgot about San Francisco altogether. Yeah.
I forgot about a lot from that time.
That's it. Yeah. But anyway, that's Manhunter New York for you. So Neil, you're number 30.
My number 30. Hang on, I have to try because I was actually fucking around.
I have to read my list.
Yeah, my wrist and zoom the fuck in. I am taking you to the PS3.
Oh shit!
One of the few PS3 games on my list because I didn't actually have a PS3 until quite late in life. Well, late in the life of
like in mid 30s or like what we're thinking
in
here?
the console, late in the life of the console. You joking bastard. Probably one of the worst JRPGs released ever in a period of really bad JRPGs. It's a game called Time and Eternity. And it's fucking shit.
Time and Eternity, okay.
Time and Eternity. Right, so basically it's a plot constructed entirely out of upskirt perv jokes.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Yeah, in fact, hilariously enough, every single review of this is the only redeeming feature of this game is S-class waifu.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's it. It's basically the whole cast are really only discerned by how annoying they are.
Yeah.
So you've got just shades of annoying, and there's just a horrendous amount. There's like asset recycling, like really heavy asset recycling.
Okay.
Now, when you say assets, cup sizes or
if only that'd actually be better than what they did. So it's just grindy. You know, grinding through areas that are so dull that I'm half expecting most of them to come with like suicide warnings at the start. Like they're fucking terrible. It's absolutely awful. That's long before you get to the combat system, which is kind of skates near the arena of entertaining.
Yeah.
Okay.
But takes a hard left off into fuckwittery.
Is it like grid?
No,
turn-based
it's turn based. It's awful. It's just it's just bad. It's just really bad. The whole thing is just terrible. What have I got written down here? Yeah, dialogue that's punishingly horny.
Punishingly horny and misogyny. Lots and lots of fucking misogyny. It's actually so bad that it's actually a bit of a collector's edition. Okay.
For people on the PS3, it's copies of this game do go for I think about $200-300.
Jesus. Okay.
And it's awful. Like nobody likes it. It's terrible.
It's just the fact you can have
it's called classic pan.
Yeah.
And it was made by NIS of all things. NIS Japan of all people. I was like, these guys can make games.
But they obviously gave it to fucking Creepy Terry or something like that, you know.
At the end, you fuck or kill God.
No, at the end you get to pick which one of the two characters gets dissolved.
Okay.
Time or eternity.
No, quite literally.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, no.
I was fucking joking.
No. Literally, you get to the end, the normal ending. Apologies, but yeah, the normal ending, all that happens at the end. You get to pick which one of the characters.
Is this just a Neon Genesis Evangelion?
That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm too busy masturbating to the end of Evangelion.
It was Asuka again, was it? Yeah, it was Asuka, wasn't it? Yeah.
But it's a game that's so bad. It's actually a collector's edition for people.
Yeah,
people are like, God,
Gendo is your type of guy.
Yeah,
though,
yeah.
Fairness, he's a power top.
So yeah, Time and Eternity. Terrible.
And what's the plot then? Like, is it just titillation, or is there actually any kind of substance to it? Like,
real plot
so
to it.
Akiba Strip.
Yeah, there's no real plot to it, man. Like, it's just waifu your way through these fucking levels.
Yeah,
and it's quite. I'm not a waifu connoisseur. So
to be fair, Neil can't read when he has his cock in his hand.
Yeah, somebody more well versed in waifu will have to grade the waifu on this.
I wonder, do we have someone here that could?
Someone
here that could do that for us. Yeah,
doesn't just dip a toe into a waifu, but dives in with both knees.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
swear to God, you play one soccer game.
Man, every time you're on Steam, it's like he's looking up porn.
Oh, that's canon now.
Yeah, it's
canon now. The canon from the fucking beginning, my friends.
It's terrible. You know.
Yeah, it actually does. It does kind of have this kind of like look of like this, like one of those like Steam like games that like that that is only for perverts. You know, kind of like it's like
the front cover is definitely panties stocking
you can
pulling
see
you in.
like it's not time eternity. That's meat and fuck. That's what that is. Like it's there's nothing more. Like,
now I've played meat
that.
and fuck, and it's actually well established.
Genuinely not surprised at that, by the way. But oh dear. But yeah, time and eternity. Fair enough. Okay. Adam, you're number 29.
Oh, we're back to me.
Yes, that's how this works. We're in a rotation. There's only 3 of us in the room. Yes.
You might actually be surprised by this one, Jonathan, but it is Heavy Rain.
I'm actually not surprised at that. I'm actually not surprised at that at all.
Now, in my initial playthrough of this, I actually liked it.
Yes.
Because I thought there was more to it.
I was just about to agree with you with that. Yeah.
Fucking bum.
No, he's right. He's right.
No, you're going through the fucking crime scenes waving your hand like you're fucking Mr. Magoo at things.
Yeah, because the PlayStation Move controller needed you to do that. The thing that pissed me off the most about Heavy Rain, and this is a spoiler, is that when you're playing as one of the potential killers, you're playing as the killer.
Yes.
In his mind, he thinks, "Oh, I've got to find out what happened to that boy."
Yeah, it makes no sense when you're actually playing as the killer.
Yeah.
The part where you're playing as the killer, or who turns out later to be a killer, makes absolutely no sense. That's why like David Cage is such an immensely brilliant writer. Nothing makes sense.
The killer's even lying to himself.
Yeah.
And it's just, again, it was alright to play through the first time.
Yeah.
And then you go, Sean!
Oh, that's the best part! That's the best part of the game. It's just going, no!
Sean!
Like, that voice actor, must have had to take 200 takes of that name. And he probably kept most of them.
Because you're going to just keep spamming triangle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like I said, I'm with you in a sense. Like the first playthrough of Heavy Rain is such a barrel of laughs. It's fucking like because the story is not that good, but it's not that good.
I'm an architect. I'm actually going to spend my time doing the work. Wow, that was really punishing, and all I got was a bronze trophy.
Yeah, and not even that. It's like look at me and my successful suburban jobs. Suburban day. Oh, my child died. I'm now in poverty. It's like,
well, that's what happens.
What? Yeah, I know. That's the same. It's just like, okay, that's a sudden gear change. It's some. Is that David Cage's attempt at social commentary? Because you can do better.
To be fair, Jason deserved it. I'm putting that out there. He fucking ran away when you told him not to.
Yeah.
You called him back multiple times. You were following the whole time out into the traffic accident. He was basically begging for the sweet release of death.
Well, I mean, he obviously was. If that's your stance, then
the only reason we didn't hear the impact of the car on the skull was because of the sigh of relief.
To be fair, like, I think what kills Heavy Rain is realizing that it's still the same story on the second playthrough.
Oh yeah, because there's nothing you can do. You can get one character killed and remove them from the end, and that's about it.
It doesn't make a difference, and that's the frustrating part of it.
Heavy Rain.
Yeah,
it's that the story is the same.
No, it's
what
not
kills
that.
Heavy Rain is that this is the story.
No, it's
terrible.
Terrible. We've all played games where like you can have there's a killer randomly assigned, or you have like
if it was a different killer depending on the choices you made.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, then which one's the real story?
Yes,
that would be good. The whole shock thing. Oh, you got to cut off your finger, but.
That was good.
You know,
that was good. That was brilliant.
That was the only decent
brilliant
part of that whole fucking.
But here's the thing, though: it's the option that the most people did, and it does the fucking showing you how many people chose this option at the end.
Yeah.
Most people decided to walk out. What the fuck?
It shows you
and if you walk out, keep your finger intact, and just have enough clues, you can guess where to go.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you've played it already, you just know where to go.
Yeah.
So there's no reason for him to cut off his finger. He already has enough clues.
But as you said, like it's a game that really does live and die by a blind playthrough. Like you can't, like it's one of those things where you have to jump in blind, or else the entire thing falls apart. Like it is that kind of like it's that kind of weird energy with a Telltale game. Because if you do a Telltale game is perfectly serviceable. Again, that's a qualified statement as a blind playthrough. But then the moment you start going, okay, going with your different branching paths, it starts showing its arse a bit. Heavy Rain is that, where like once you do a second playthrough of it and you realise the entire logic is broken because it's always going to be that guy. Okay. It's never going to be anyone else, you know?
Yeah.
And again, it's also the thing where like maybe they could have like, you know, if they... I think I had Heavy Rain on my previous list and was like in the 70s, 80s or whatever, based off that initial blind playthrough. Because it is a good blind playthrough to have. Again, not the best story in the world, but... it has its moments, and it has very good action. I mean, some decent action sequence in there as well.
The more I marinate on it, the more I dislike it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's soured. It's soured for me over time because I keep thinking of the negatives.
Like quite rapidly. Like the instant, it's a thought that like crumbles under the slightest kind of like in investigation. Like the instant you put any kind of pressure on any sort of the point,
it's very reliant on your suspension of disbelief.
No, it's very reliant on you not thinking past the first 3 millimeters of the plot. Like,
You know, the only people that can possibly find this boy are the the fucking private investigator investigating all little boys that were kidnapped.
Yeah.
The journalist who's reporting on this, or the father's main suspect of the boy who's gone missing.
so fucking annoyed at her story. It's such fucking distasteful.
The fact that all the fathers get sent packages that lead them to supposedly... Like, not one of them report this.
No.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, doesn't one of them... Doesn't one of them doesn't actually understand the package?
That's right, yeah.
So he just keeps it.
Yes.
And never says anything about this.
That's right, yeah. Your man, the detective, finds one of the mothers like doing a suicide attempt, and her husband, I think, kept all the clues.
So, he had to get them and dispose of the evidence.
Yeah,
exactly.
The whole way through, he's like moaning that nobody did anything to try and save his son.
No fathers are willing to sacrifice themselves for their son, like my father should have done for my brother. It's like, but you've established that he didn't. So so you already know this worldview. Why are you just killing kids randomly?
That's it. Yeah. I'd say it's really one like I'd say like if they just decided like okay if the killer is just a different character, having it being one of the playable characters was not a good call at hindsight.
There was but there was like no sense to any of the saw traps either. It's like crawl through all this broken glass, but do it slowly so you don't bleed out before you get to the end. There's a door right. I can see the door. I am proficient in lockpicking.
Yes,
I am an architect. Surely I know how to get a door off the hinges.
That's a good point as well, isn't it? It says something like, "Oh, actually, I like what you're doing to the place," type of things. Like, I was like, no, even that. If he's an architect, wouldn't that be a place that he might have actually worked or collaborated on? I was like, I recognise this plant.
No, not necessarily, because there are a lot of places.
No, but I'm not saying like it's like it would have been kind of hilarious. Like, fuck, the one time I pick on a bully on a tragic father, and he's a guy that fucking designed the place. What are the chances?
Well, it is a shame that it's rainy season.
It is, yeah.
Awful. Like,
well, actually, that's another thing that breaks the logic as well. If there's a remarkably dry, rainy season, those kids are surviving, aren't they?
No, well, they're just not drowning. They still die of exposure.
No, just like Sean just there up to his ankles going, can I go home now? It's like, yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Well, your father's still banging a reporter, so maybe...
Yeah, it's the reporter. It's the one that pretends that's having like weird night terrors.
Weird tonal shift as well.
I hated that so much. To me, that's the worst part of the game personally, because like that's just no way to introduce a character. Again, it's the same thing. David Cage hates women. There's no other way. There's no other way to say it.
That's an unambiguous statement, and our lawyers have said that we're allowed to make that statement.
It's been fucking proven. Let's be fair here.
This is not Jonathan's opinion. This is a demonstrable fact.
Ask Elliot Page. I think you got evidence there. But it's purely again, it's the same thing. It's like this is how you present your female character. Like that's the best you can do is to try and garner some sympathy.
He heard present a female character, so he did.
Yeah, badly. Really badly.
No, he presented her.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem.
Anyway, Heavy Rain. Would not recommend.
No. Just watch a playthrough like everyone else.
Don't put yourself through that.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, no, we've not gone into spoilers, but yeah.
Yeah, the butler did it. Okay, so my number 29. It pains me to put this on the list, I have to say.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. It does actually, because it's a game from my favourite series. Or one of my favourite series.
Okay.
And it's more so, I think it's one of these ones where like it's not inherently a bad game, but it's a disappointment more than anything else. So that's why it's kind of high up. My metric is that like the more a game has disappointed me, the higher it is. So if I'm going into a game that I know is bad and it confirms to be bad, it has a certain kind of threshold.
That's a lot of preamble. It's better be a very good game.
Broken Sword 4.
Ah, yes. This is terrible.
Broken Sword 4. So
bad.
It was a bit of a toss up between this and 3.
No, this is so.
Yeah,
so
I was about to say like I think 3.
This is the one with the
Angel of Death. It's the
monatomic gold.
Yeah, and it's all in the Vatican and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And again, so like
they're spiking all the fucking communion wafers with monatomic
gold.
Yeah. There's a priest in the inside right next to the Ark of the Covenant who's only surviving because he's apparently shoveling the stuff in.
Exactly.
Pablo Escobar.
And there's a
Like,
and there's a weird like there's a like
sorry, Papal Escobar.
So like I think even Charles says it himself that he agrees that like Broken Sword very much lost its way after the second game. The second game like was,
I mean, yes.
Yeah. No, it was in like so the first one obviously is a fantastic game.
So much so that it's been re-released about several
constantly
billion times.
and rightfully so.
Additional content.
It's been re-released more times than fucking Skyrim almost.
And again, it's rightfully so.
And
like
again,
it is a brilliant game.
Again and again and again and again.
And the second game is just as good. Now again, I would say again if you wanted to pick
I don't know.
one,
There's not enough mimes being blown up for my liking.
That's true actually. Yeah, it's missing the mime.
It needs to if you really want your game to have that kind of factor, dynamite and mime.
Dynamite.
You know,
in fact, it should be a trope in every video game.
Yeah,
exactly.
agreed,
The first Gabriel Knight, now they didn't dynamite him, but they did have him getting severely assaulted.
That's
by a
true.
cop.
He did get shit kicked out of him.
He gets severely assaulted. You actually bait him into baiting the cop.
Yes, that's right.
In order to violently.
And again, that's the right thing to do with mimes as well.
That's it.
It's social justice really.
That's how you win against a mime.
Yeah. But like, so what?
Dynamite or a violent cop.
But what I'm saying, like,
suicide by cop.
But like at least with the like Broken
Sword. Want to give a statement? Oh, wise guy, huh?
We have way
always making you talk. Sorry, I didn't realize you were.
No, I love that. That was good.
Get the phone book for a fucking laughing Charlie here.
Sorry, Broken Sword.
Yeah, but like but these are the thing. It's well established that Broken Sword is about an historical conspiracy. That's the whole idea. A number of them. So it's either the Templar fucking conspiracy, the Templar like tinfoil shit going on, or with the Mayan apocalypse.
The Templars invented tinfoil.
Yes, they did. It's true. But like, and like the third game like ends with George slaying the dragon. So okay, it's lost its way a little bit from that point on, but that was all meant to be about King Arthur's legend and all this sort of
St.
stuff.
George,
St. George, exactly, yeah. And then the fourth game is just about the Ark of the Covenant. Good start. And you look at how the story went. It's like, oh no, you want to pull that back a little bit there.
There's not enough Nazis.
Well, it's not. It's trying to do the game without Nazis in a sense, which again is not inherently a bad thing to do. But like, and again,
Indiana Jones showed you can't tell any story about the Ark of the Covenant without Nazis.
Yeah, exactly. But now
one of them at least has to have his face melted.
Well, actually, here's the thing, see. So like, and again, I will qualify this. I didn't mind the whole monatomic gold storyline. I had bigger objections to the game than the story. If that makes sense.
Okay, so it wasn't my biggest objection.
There was two big problems with the game.
That's how you bad. Yeah. That's how you bad. The rest of the game is that two people with like extensive chemistry undergraduate degrees, one with a PhD, aren't bothered by the fact of monatomic gold.
Yes,
and they're like, no, the rest of it's terrible.
Oh yeah,
these guys are like, no. I'm
not bothered by monatomic gold. I know what it is.
You're so bothered by it.
But again, the game is presenting its fucking like whatever story perspective it wants to do. Let's see how it gets on. I'm not gonna fucking shoot it down immediately. But
show me your workings.
The two biggest thing was the biggest mistake in Broken Sword 3.
Did you get ChatGPT to write this?
ChatGPT wishes it could write this.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But in 3, because they switched from 2D to 3D, they tried to introduce platforming and stealth. And the platforming was literally like push this boulder into this place and get up and climb on top of it. Congratulations, you win. And the stealth sections were terrible. The whole Prague level in Prague where you're trying to avoid guard dogs and guards it was really badly done. And they hold their hands up and say, yeah, that was shit. So they didn't do that stuff again in 4. But instead, to kind of like, fill the blanks between like these kind of wide open 3D spaces with nothing to do, they introduced hacking as a gameplay mechanic. So there you have a fucking BlackBerry and you want to try and hack open, say, a security gate or hack someone's email.
BlackBerry's not good for hacking.
Yeah, I know, but you know what I mean. There's a
BlackBerry's not even good for texting.
No, it's not. It's really bad. But like they had so you had to try and hack your way through these. You had to you have to use this logic gate here, this, that, whatever. So basically the game just kind of basically stops for a tea break while you hack this little thing here so you can open up this next area. And again, you go to weird places in here. Like you got Rome, you got Arizona, you got I think Istanbul is in the game as well. Could be wrong with that. And a bit of the Vatican as well. Yeah, it could have been Constantinople. That's where I'm getting confused. So that was the first thing. The hacking mini games were bad. And they kill the pace of the game. They kill any sort of tension because, like, again, you could be in like a frantic part of the game, and you're there's guards at the door knocking on the window. Hang on, let me just check this here. Let me just recode this door. It's like, oh, it's fucking terrible. The second then is how Nico was written. So
I would have welcomed it.
So the events of the third game leaves Nico without a job. She basically goes, "Fuck you to her editor. I quit. I'm sick of you ditching all my stories." In the fourth game, she's a chronic alcoholic because she's completely out of work and she's got nothing going for her. So she's just a fucking miserable pile of fucking secrets.
Yeah, Stobart is a fucking bail bondsman in this one.
Yeah.
It's like the crappiest bail bondsman ever. I was like, who the fuck?
He's being hunted down by the fucking New York Mafia.
I was like, hang on, wait a minute, mate. This is the other way around. You're actually the bounty hunter here. You know that?
Exactly. Yeah. So both.
George Stobart.
Like, if you were to tell me that Charles Cecil had nothing to do with this game, I'd believe you. Because it felt like someone else was writing this. It felt like, like Sarah Cecil was replaced by a fucking, by some middle manager who said, I can write video games. George Stobart, rainy, New York. It's like, fuck off. No,
there
it's
we
not
go. We saved the writer's salary. That's 50 quid we don't have to spend.
but like I said, like, it just felt like, especially compared to the last three games, it felt like such a, this doesn't feel right. It didn't feel like a Broken Sword game to begin with. And again,
Jonathan, they had all the superficial names from Broken Sword.
They did, and now it's time to. Well, there's no Andre Lobano. I mean, if there's no Lobano, is it even a fucking Broken Sword game?
Well, they do have a kung fu fucking priest.
That
Brother
was
Mark.
Cool. Yeah, Brother Mark. That was cool. Yeah. No, in fairness, like, there was, like I said, there was those two really fucking objectionable parts of the.
And also slutty nuns.
Yeah,
I mean, that's just the Swiss guard.
That's the Swiss, yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, the way Nico was written was ridiculous. Like, she just goes down into fucking nosedive, and it's just not written. And again, I think it's also the fact that, like, they had written in a new character to be George's love interest, so that Nico's basically just a side bitch for all intents and purposes. Like, again,
Jonathan, you have a way of describing female characters.
I know. Well, that's the way they treat her.
Have you been taking writing lessons from David Cage?
I have not. Thankfully, not. No,
You
Jesus.
even have a few scenes where he accidentally calls Anna Maria Nico.
Nico, yeah, exactly. And it's like, oh, that's awkward. That's like
it's good, but I was like, spoiler alert, for the character you're going to kill off at the end of this.
Yes.
Why do that? Like, why
but
do that?
That was the other part. The ending of it is shite. Like, okay, you're in the. I can't remember if it's in Istanbul or it's in the Vatican or something. And the Ark of the Covenant is there.
Oh, it's in the Vatican. Yeah.
Is it in the Vatican? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
there's like a gold making machine.
Yes, and it's a gold making machine. That's what it is. Yeah. And like, it's about to. It's.
And they trap a guy in it, and then he gets turned into gold, and he goes into powdered gold dust.
Yes, this is all true. This is all very true. This is all, again, there's an Angel of Death fucking thing going on as well. But the Angel of Death is about to come out.
Adams are gonna try and pour that tin of monster into his lungs and drown himself here.
And the hilarious fucking thing is that the correct answer is to smash the Ark of the Covenant with the golf club you got at the start of the game.
At the very start of the game.
Very start of the game. Your golf club.
That you can show to everybody, and they will all go, "Ooh, that's a nice golf club." It never does anything up until right until the end, where you use it to break the arm.
I love that.
That is the perfect setup of Chekhov's golf club.
Yes, it is. It really fucking is, because George Robert is so proud of his telescopic golf club.
Oh my god!
So he used the golf club for we can reach this long thing because it's telescopic, and he just goofs over. This is my favorite part of the game. Is like, this golf club is like the best thing ever. You know, in that section in Snake Eater, the gun porn section, where he's talking like, oh, this barrel is polished to a mirror sheen. George Robert's going, oh my god, look at this putt. It's fucking beautiful. It will kill God with it. But that was the funniest bit. But
with this golf club, my reign will over the earth shall begin, and it will be merciless.
But the gas thing is, as you said, the new love interest dies right at the end, and the game just ends there. It was there's nothing else. There's no epilogue. That's it. That's the end of the game.
Yeah, she dies in his arms, and then that's it. It pretty much ends.
Yeah, And then
although he does get to make it with this one though.
Yeah.
Instead of 3 full games of just
sexual tension. Yeah.
Pure tension.
But that's the best part, Neil.
I thought it was implied they boned at the end of one.
No, they don't. No. See, that again, it's a sexual tension that cuts you back for more. It's Mulder and Scully, man. Mulder and fucking Scully.
They didn't have any sexual tension.
What fucking show are you watching, man? Jesus Christ.
The one with the weird zombies.
You definitely watching the wrong show. You're thinking Supernatural.
Sam and Dean had way more sexual.
Yes, they did. That is absolutely fucking
Sam
true.
and Dean did more sexual tension than most porn.
Yes. So when you have two men trying to outbrood each other, what more do you fucking expect?
They're just two brothers.
It's like,
just two brothers.
They're just two brothers.
They're just two brothers.
It's
okay,
oh, God.
it's fine. Neil, he's number 29.
Mexican salsa or murder. Right, by 29, yes. It's a game I've done a review on. So I will go into detail on it because, oh my god, it's awful. It is Black Sad.
I was waiting for this.
Waiting for a Pendulo.
Yes!
Is it our first Pendulo? I think it is, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't have the game.
It is. It is our first Pendulo.
I don't have a list of who to blame on this.
It is. It's our first Pendulo.
Awful controls, awful writing, awful story, awful fucking game.
Tell us what you're.
That's
really
pretty succinct, actually. Yeah.
Pretty much. It all boils down, right? There's the crowning turd in the water pipe of this game is the hidden backroom poker game, right? So you're to infiltrate a kind of illegal poker game.
Yeah, as you
do.
Right?
As you do. So you find out the location of the poker game and the password to get you into the poker game, right? You know the guy who's running the game, and you take the place of a Texan who's meant to be going to the game. You take his briefcase of money, you get him smashed drunk and just go to the game instead of him.
Pretty shit Texan.
Yeah, pretty. So basically, you know the password for this game, you know the name of the guy running the game, you have a suitcase full of money for the game. Is that enough to get you into the game?
I'd like to know the time of the game is on.
No, it's not, because the game takes place in the back room of a barber shop. So what they do is they take you in and they sit you down and they make you play the dumbest fucking memory game where they ask you questions about you, and how you find the answers is you get like about 90 seconds of a flashback into the guy's hotel room when he's blacked out on the bed, and you have to basically find the item whatever it is.
That is such a Pendulo thing to do.
It's so bad.
They
and
love
it's like,
their flashbacks.
It's 4 or 5 times you do this. Like it's not once. They don't ask you once, right? And it's awful. It's awful, right? Yeah. Where you have to like speed search the guy's hotel room from the night before to find a piece of information. So if you take too long, or if you pick any other speech option, you get ganked, right?
Yeah.
The guy's got a blade. He's got one of the cutthroats.
Yeah.
You're on a barber suit, right? The fucking funny / worst one is they ask you if you've got a gun.
Yeah.
So try and play it safe. You go, well, I'm going to an illegal poker game with a suitcase of cash. Being, you know, like
you're a Texan.
I'm not gonna bring a gun. And if you say no, I didn't bring a gun to your illegal poker game, they immediately kill you. And you're like, okay then.
Yeah.
I did bring a gun. So then you speed search the hotel room. You find the gun. Then you go, yeah, I got my shooter here. They then confiscate the gun. They kill you if you don't bring a gun for them to take off of you to the illegal fucking poker game.
It's because it's programmed to be that's the wrong answer, you die automatically.
Without context. Like, you motherfucker.
Fantastic.
Now remind me again, so like just a kind of background. So Black Sad, if I remember correctly, is a comic series in Spain.
Yeah, it's based off a comic. It's based off
Portuguese or.
No, it's weird in that it's done by, I think it's, and I'm not sure, it's either done by a Spanish studio and the comic only sells in France,
okay,
or it's done by a French studio and the comic only sells in Spain. One or the other. It's something along those lines. But it is apparently a very big.
It's big enough. Yeah.
So he is a cat, anthropomorphic kind of cat PI in it, and he's PTSD clearly from the war and all this shite.
Oh, with a name like Black Sad.
But it's really, really, truly awful. Like, you know, like
Spanish writers, French markets.
Yes, that was okay. So it's just like it's just hilariously bad. It's just such a poorly put together game. Also, it's really like it's not graphically intensive. Like you're looking at the game and you're thinking, oh yeah, this is good. It's really poorly optimized. Like I was playing this on a 3090.
Oh,
you know, and it honestly, my PC sounded like it was a blast in the orbit. I was like, holy fuck! Like, there's no reason this should be this taxing.
Yeah,
still really shit.
Not bad for a first effort.
It's so bad. Like it's really terrible.
Well,
and it also does that whole horrible David Cage grab bag. So They reference a lot of things like the horrible one drop kind of thing. I mentioned this in my review where they mentioned the one drop theory in a conversation, which is like if there's any part of your family tree which is black or non-white, then you are therefore white. It's a Nazi kind of. It is pure Nazism,
right?
And but the character that mentions this is a German Shepherd, and I'm like,
subtlety.
You're kind of blackish, but he mentions that it's like, oh, you know, the whole one drop thing, and it holds him back. I was like, it's not holding you back. You're the chief of fucking police.
Yeah, you're fine.
Like, you're not held back. How are you?
I've reached the pinnacle of my profession. Yeah, I can achieve no more. I'm being held back by my race.
How are you being held back? You're the fucking chief copper in the fucking... Oh, man, it's so bad.
So, I didn't even want to be the chief of police. I wanted to be a contender.
Oh, man. It's like... And there's loads of...
I'll never make commissioner like this.
Exactly, yeah.
There's loads of other things as well. Like, loads of the characters are so poorly written. None of their motivations make any fucking sense. It's really bad. It's so bad.
Did Pendulo really peak it yesterday? For us? Because we played a lot of... Like... Did they really, though? Like...
Did they peak?
Did they peak yesterday?
That's like saying, the best part of my day is that dump I had this morning at like 10 and 9.
Hey, there's some... You can have some fantastic morning shits. Don't knock the morning shit, man. So, the only piece you fucking have is on your day, and you know it.
I'll tell you.
We'll talk about yesterday later.
So will I. But yes, I will leave that floating in the atmosphere.
In the proverbial toilet.
Yeah.
But it's just Black Sad. Everything was there for it to make sense.
Except for the game studio.
Except for the game studio. They literally, they half-arsed absolutely fucking every part of this.
So I'm guessing you haven't played their take on Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo then?
No, my God,
you haven't played The Adventures of Tintin?
I do want to play the Vertigo game and the Tintin game as well, actually.
We should do it as a playthrough. We should do it as a playthrough, yeah. Maybe watch the space, lads. Watch the space.
Yeah, no, it's
I mean, we've already suffered through most of
we are nearly finished the Pendulo backlog. To be fair,
it's
we
terrible.
need to finish the story.
Black Sad is hilarious. Like every single part of it. Like there's literally no part of this game that's done like well.
Yeah,
you know,
it's a 4 to 10.
It's actually kind of impressive.
No, it is. It really is. Like the loading screens have 3 different icons that ping around the place.
What?
It's they're clearly like loading screen placeholders. And they just don't remove them.
Oh,
Jesus. There's like one loading screen where it's there bottom left, and then there's one in the center, and then there's one in one of the corners. I'm like, hang on, why do you have 3 different loading screens? And like, it's not like they're presenting to you 3 different pieces of information.
Yeah.
They're not. It's just 3 different timers. Like,
strange.
Totally different. And it was like,
they programmed, they made each one, and they weren't going to waste any money. They put them all in.
Yeah, they literally
it's a stylistic choice to have 3 loading bars.
Yeah, that's it. But they didn't actually go back and go, oh well, maybe we should remove this loading screen.
That's very
Actually, if we remove this loading screen, this game breaks here. It needs to stay.
That's a load-bearing loading screen. Oh my God, no.
I bet you that's what it is.
If anyone from Pendulo is still watching our channel, confirm or deny.
A load-bearing loading screen.
No, we do love you,
though. You do try, and trying is very important.
Trying is important. Succeeding would also be nice. But...
Okay, Adam, you're number 28.
Yeah, no. Speaking of trying, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Ooh, wow. Why do I feel like this hurts for you to put this on this list?
Because I wanted a good game and they gave me Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah. Okay, well, now, as a self-professed lover of Kingdom Hearts... No, you. I mean, Jesus. Like, obviously, the first and second game is what we're talking about here. So what did he get wrong with the third game?
Everything.
Okay. This may take us a while, but
can you be more specific?
What's the first thing that comes to mind in terms of like what's the biggest...
outside of the graphics, the sound, the controls, the loading, the storyline?
Do I need to be here?
Okay, just give us your notes there.
By the way, I'm quite interested. I have not played a single Kingdom Hearts. My only interaction, in inverted commas, with the Kingdom Hearts is a YouTuber that I quite like, Folding Ideas. He just played Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
And then attempted to parse together the story from the rest of it. I think it was Kingdom Hearts 3 he played.
Okay.
Played one of the later ones. Okay. Was able to actually pretty much assembled the entire Kingdom Hearts story just from playing that one game.
Sure, yeah.
Because he's well versed in, like, he's a proper film director.
Okay.
All the shit
That doesn't help.
I would say that's my tangential exposure to Kingdom Hearts.
Okay.
All I know is he had the fuck Goofy in it.
Yes. Kingdom Hearts 3. So it comes off of a 12-year main story hiatus.
Yes.
So Kingdom Hearts 1, then it's Chain of Memories 2, all of the side story, interquels, prequels, everything setting up the
this
time.
is like it's like the game series that pretty much defines like Gaiden. You know, like this is like it's not 1, 2, 3. It's like 1, then 1.1, then 4.8, then 7.2, then 3x,
2.x remix.
Yeah, then 2.x
final mix.
Yeah, and then there's like ones with exponentials in it and shit like that. I was like,
Get the key part 2.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts Square Root of 4 out now.
So anyway, I played all of them.
Fucking poor motherfucker.
I really enjoy some of them. Like the 365 over 2 days had me in tears at the end. Like one of the saddest stories, because you know it's not going to be a happy ending because it's a prequel side story.
I was about to say it had me in tears at the end. I was like, were you tear gassed at the time?
No, but
Black pepper.
It is. So I played it on the DS. I didn't just watch the cutscenes, which is how they re-release it and everything else.
Yeah.
But I was playing through it. It's actually a large commitment of your time because it's a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah.
So every single one of these you have to invest in it.
Yeah, there are Final Fantasy characters in it, aren't there?
There are, yeah. So they're Final Fantasy characters. They kind of take a backseat on most games. So they were heavy in the first one, heavy in the second one. Funny enough, the World Ends With You characters play a big part in Dream Drop.
I played that. I played that one, yeah.
Yeah, so again, like probably 3 of those stories are, I would say, some of the saddest stories in video games, which is really weird for a Disney Final Fantasy crossover property. But they're really well done, weirdly get you invested. Like, a character in it, she essentially just dies at the end. Because she was never meant to exist. She was an artificial copy of the main character, who has the special ability to control the Keyblade, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
It gets less special the more you play. Because suddenly everyone and their dog has a Keyblade.
Yeah.
Everyone except for Donald and Goofy have a Keyblade. Anyway, she dies at the end. She sacrifices herself so her best friend, you play as Roxas in this one, who is the character at the start of 2, who literally gives up his life so Sora can reawaken. So Roxas is, he's Sora's heart, given physical form when Sora became a Heartless in the first game. This is all getting very convoluted. He's at the same character as Sora, but he has his own experiences, essentially.
It's a clone.
He's half of Sora. So every being in the Kingdom Hearts universe is made of a nobody and a Heartless. Or a heart and a body. And a body without a heart is called a nobody, and a heart without a body is called a Heartless.
It's the Trill from DS9. Same idea. So it's essentially like Sora is like the heart, like the Sora's experiences are like life or whatever is in another shell essentially.
Yeah. So Sora wakes up, Kingdom Hearts 2. You play through that game. You encounter scenes from points in time where Roxas, while he was sleeping for those 365 days over 2, because it's 2 stories.
Yeah.
So he encounters all these people, and he has no idea why he's so fucking sad throughout the game. But it's because Roxas is still conscious within him.
Yeah.
We get to Birth by Sleep, which is the prequel, which is the Wayfinder trio. These are 3 Keyblade masters from the past who actually initiated the events of Kingdom Hearts. And we learned that then Vanitas, he is living in Sora's heart from when Sora was a child.
Okay.
And he looks exactly like Roxas.
Right, okay.
Because he's part of Sora's heart. Sora's heart was the missing part of his heart.
Yes.
That he needed. And it's stupid. Don't pay attention to this.
We're getting the Vampire Diaries levels of fucking convoluted.
Yeah, no. This is actually still followable. Wait for it.
Paul Wesley hasn't shown up yet.
This is followable.
It's okay. Paul Wesley hasn't shown up yet. We're okay.
We get into Kingdom Hearts 3, and the whole thing about this is the big bad organization, Organization 13, is a guy called Xehanort, who has been cloning the darkness of his heart and putting it in other characters. So they were all Xehanort clones. Every enemy.
That's their clones.
Yeah, every enemy in the game, Ansem the Wise, not the real Ansem Dewise, because the real Ansem Dewise is a scholar who helps Sora, but a Heartless Xehanart's Heartless took on the name Ansem Dewise because he got amnesia.
Okay.
So he's Xehanort. Zenmus, the nobody who runs the organization originally in Kingdom Hearts 2, Chain of Memories, whatever, he is also a Xehanort clone because he's his nobody. You have Xehanort from Birth by Sleep, who was the bad guy who set everything in motion. He has also possessed Terra, who was one of the 3 protagonists from Birth by Sleep.
Okay.
And then every boss from the organization you killed in the past games, they've just been brought back to life because of time travel shenanigans that they decided to introduce in this game. Jesus. It's just that, actually it turns out that Keyblade wielders can time travel somehow.
It took them 3 games to find that out. Holy shit.
Oh, no. It turns out that the time travel mechanic comes from the power of awakening. The thing that you went through Birth by Sleep so Sora could unlock it. Which is the mark of mastery for a true Keyblade Master. Roxas apparently got that, so he has the power of awakening. But he never uses it. Because it's like, Sora, you are the chosen one. You have the Kingdom King. Learn the power of awakening. Sora learns the power of awakening about halfway through Kingdom Hearts 3. Going through all these really off-brand Disney worlds, so Tangled, Frozen, it's all really shit.
Yeah. That's the one where they go hard in on Disney.
Hard in on the Pixar, yeah.
All Pixar.
So, like, the Toy Story world was such a waste of potential. Because they weren't even in the Toy Story world. The toys were stolen from the Toy Story world and put into a video game world.
Jesus.
So it wasn't actually Toy Story world.
No, there were no humans there, and Buzz, Woody, I think Ham. And they're all like, yeah, we have to get back to Andy. He needs us. There's no way we can leave this world. Well, bye, Sora.
We're going to have our own adventure off screen.
Essentially how that
we're
world...
We're going to form a tight click that you won't be a part of.
That world just didn't work.
Yeah, 100%.
Anyway, not my main complaint. It's still not on my main complaint.
I need to give all this what you call followable?
Yes, it should be. This is still preamble to what really pissed me off. So every game there's some convoluted reason for why Sora loses his powers.
Yeah.
It's a gameplay conceit, he needs it. In this one here, he's like, right at the start of the game, it's like, okay, yeah, because you got possessed by Xehanort at the end of the last game and didn't get your mark of mastery, you're back to level 1. Go out and have fun. We'll deal with cleaning up all your messes. Mm. Every other side character who is now a Keyblade Master ahead of Sora is out, like, trying to tie up all the plot holes from every previous Kingdom Hearts game. Mickey and Riku go to the World of Darkness, which is basically hell, where Aqua has been lost for years. So Aqua gets her own like prequel story that you have to buy one of the collections just to play. It's like 4 hours of how the Kingdom Hearts 3 gameplay works. Where you're just playing as Aqua. So you have her specific moveset as well. And she finishes that thing with like some sort of like a hopeful bent. She's like, okay, I'm trapped in the World of Darkness, but I know that my friends are still out there. I'm going to stay here until someone comes and helps me. About 20 minutes into Kingdom Hearts 3, a cutscene happens where it's Riku and Mickey. I say 20 minutes, probably been 5 hours. It's hard to tell.
20 minutes actual gameplay.
Actual gameplay, yeah. It's hard to... where Riku and Mickey go looking for her. And then the most basic bare-bone Heartless, because they're in the World of Darkness, destroys both of their Keyblades.
Right.
These two things that are meant to be like god-tier levels of power. And they just say, okay, well, we'll have to come back. They come back 2 scenes later with new Keyblades, and the whole thing was just a reason for them to redesign their Keyblades. It was so stupid. We had play through the rest of the game where Sora's doing all the Pixar worlds. So, in the original Kingdom Hearts, this is more important things. Uh-huh. There are 7 Princesses of Heart, who are 7 Disney princesses.
Okay.
Now, they are the pure light of the world.
Okay.
In this one, they just decided, yeah, we need some new Princesses of Heart. Sora, you go protect the new Princesses of Heart. Do we know who they are? No. Except for Kairi. She's still one. She kept it. Why? If you're telling me that it can be passed on, what, is Jasmine, fucking Mulan, and Alice in Wonderland, did they all just get murked at some point?
So we've just we've actually seen some pink smoke there. The new princess is Selena Gomez. Oh, right, that's an interesting choice. But okay.
Well, actually, it's Elsa Anya, the bitch from Tangled.
Yeah.
And those are the only ones they tell us.
So the ones that we got the license for, basically, is like
they have the license for all of them.
I know
the whole license for all of it. Yeah.
So when the next Disney project comes out, they'll just retroactively update Kingdom Hearts 3 to have another princess in it.
Anyway, bit that annoys me.
Okay.
We get to the end of the game. We've gone through loads of side quests where everyone that's had a bad ending, like all of the 3 original Wayfinder trio, Aqua, who's in hell, they wake up then by Sora releasing his heart from his heart. They don't find Terra because he's a Xehanort. He's one of the final bosses.
Yeah.
They go to like a big, huge battle. You play through this huge battle. Everyone dies. And Sora's like ridiculously sad. But he's like, oh wait, time travel shenanigans. Comes back. Yen Sid, who is the stand-in for Disney, then shows up because Sora time traveled. And he's just like, I'll hold them off. Go, Sora!
Fuck's sake.
You then fight through every fucking Xehanort clone, who, as I've established, are bosses from previous games.
So you're just fighting them again in a boss rush?
Yes, a boss rush. Except you get different characters beside you, who are the ones you've been freeing and...
Oh, so it's kind of a cumulative, like, we're bringing the band back.
We're bringing everyone back, but it's all so close together that you get no emotional payoff.
Yeah.
Like, the bit where Sora saves Axel, who came back to life, who was Roxas's best friend. Axel has no memories of Shion, who's the girl who died in 365 over 2 days.
Yeah.
But for some reason, he can't articulate. It's like, you don't have to do this. We're friends. I don't know who you are, but I know we're friends. And Sora just steps up and is like, you don't have to do this anymore. You can stop now, Shion. And he says it in Roxas's voice.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh my god, Roxas recognizes Shion. And then from that, Shion's like, and she stops fighting.
Yeah.
Because she was a Xehanort clone. And then Roxas gets a new body because Ansem the Wise, the real Ansem, not the Heartless, was stealing bodies in the background through a comical side story that I wasn't even worth mentioning. And they took all of the hearts out of Sora and gave them bodies.
Yeah. Okay.
But then every character at the end gets like a full reunion. Then Kairi dies. Then Sora goes back in time again after beating the main bad guy. And you have to pay €40 for the DLC, which is just the final boss rush again.
I heard about that shit.
Exact same final boss rush again. Every cutscene the same. Except at the end, you get to play through the other character's story as they were holding off the gate before Sora came back. And then Sora just dies. And that's setting up Kingdom Hearts 4, where he's in the Land of Dead. Or sorry, the Land of Reality, Unreality, which is just the real world apparently.
Right.
Anyway, that's Kingdom Hearts 3 in a nutshell. A lot of build-up, just kind of shot out at the end.
Yeah.
Now, I've been saying one good thing about every series. The good thing about this is that it has established canonically that Donald Duck is the most powerful character in the Final Fantasy worlds.
See, I had a feeling this was the case, but I'm glad that we actually have some concrete evidence to back it up now.
Donald Duck casts Zeta Flare, which is from the Bravely Default series and required a god-destroying a copy of a universe to cast before. Donald Duck managed to use it himself, and he did it just to nuke, just to murk Xehanort Terra.
Excellent. That's fair. That's totally fair.
And presumably he survived.
Yeah, that's fair. All right then. So
that was my ramble. Have fun.
Fair play. Well done. So my number 28 then is another Sierra game. Don't worry, it's not all Sierra for this cohort. This is the last one for a while. And it shouldn't really come as a surprise that this series features on this list, but I have had to pick between the games to see which one I think is the worst. So I've gone for Leisure Suit Larry 3, the third game.
Which one is this? Bust?
This one is Passionate Patty in Pursuit of the Pulsating Pectorals.
Yes.
So this is the one where you basically go for a bit of a glam up as Larry. So you lose weight, you make yourself more handsome. All this sort of stuff, and then for some reason, then you play as Paddy then for a while as well.
Yeah, Larry goes missing.
Yeah, well, no, it's more of a case like it's more of a case that like Larry goes. Okay, the build to this was the end of the second game. Larry finds his woman, and it's Paddy, and plays piano, and she's very sexually active, and it's just a fucking dream for Larry. And you go off to this Polynesian island. They were doing like a Dr. No Piss take in the second game. So now they're living on this Polynesian island, and it's great, and it's all having a lovely time. Then Larry goes out for a fucking bottle of milk, comes back, and Paddy's in with someone else. It was like, oh, how could it be? And it's a woman as well. How could that have happened? Or is it the other way around? Oh, sorry. I'm getting my wires crossed here. The native woman that Larry married in the second game is now turned gay. That's like, so basically every Leisure Suit Larry game ends up with like there's a rock bottom moment to end every game, to start every game.
I mean, naturally he married a Polynesian woman in the second game. Like, come on guys, keep up.
Sorry, but that was my bad.
She took the poly part of that a bit too seriously.
The party's all part to her because Larry's a cunt. So every moment there's always a rock bottom moment in every Leisure Suit Larry game. So like in the first one he's been like fucking.
I love that classic scene where he hangs himself with his tie.
So in the second one, like he's weirdly in the second game he wins the lottery, and like just like weird shit happens to him at that point. In the third game, then he's obviously his wife ditches him for a woman, and like he's obviously now he's just basically wandering this kind of like this beautiful paradise with like absolutely nothing to him in a sense. He's just this fat sex pesty slob with nothing to him. So first of all, like, so his whole grand solution is that he has to, get into shape, do this, do whatever stuff it is. Maybe I'm getting my fucking games mixed up. They're all very much variations of a theme. But the one thing that really does stand out is, first of all, you do play as Passionate Paddy, and she has her own section of the game, and she seems fine. Not sure what she sees in Larry, to be honest. Maybe she has poor self-esteem.
With a name like Passionate Paddy, you'd want to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So the end of the game is basically Neil, you might remember we played a series of Sierra games in very quick succession where all the endings were self-referential.
Yeah.
And it got really fucking grating after a while because there's a Space Quest game where you land at Sierra headquarters and two aliens get a job as programmers. It's like, fuck off. And there's either Queen's Quest game or something along those lines that you have a Easter egg where fucking Kenneth Williams show up. Fuck off. Really annoying. Stop doing it. And then in Leisure Suit Larry 3 then, the end of the game is him getting a job at a video games company, and he starts programming games about himself. And this is after he's got the woman, he's now in fucking tremendous shape, and he's the best person ever.
Oh my god, and getting him into shape. Holy fuck. That's a workout for the player.
Oh, yes. I remember that. So this is
because you have to do every single command, because you have to do you have to do, say, bench press or push-ups or pull-ups to get a buff, right? Mm. But the thing is, you need to do about 100 of them.
It's a random number from 1 to 100.
Yeah, and you have to do each command.
Yes.
Thing.
So at the end, your finger is just really buff.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. But there's also a really annoying. There's an annoying gameplay thing.
It's randomised because we played it on Scum.
Yes, that's
right. So it's randomised.
I think Scum's capped it at 60.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's because Scum gets rid of it because initially it's actually tied to the CPU speed.
Exactly. Yes. Whoa. Yeah. So they cap it at a certain number. Yeah. I want to say 60 or 50.
I hate that from old games.
Yeah. They cap it to the CPU speed. So if you're playing it on a multi-threaded hyper fucking
you're gonna be there a while.
You're gonna be there for a long time. Your fucking keyboard's gonna wear out before you fucking
the heat death of the universe.
But there was all it's again every Leisure Suit Larry is the game. It's just fucking seediness, it's sleaze, and
it's a Sierra game.
You don't ever actually get the fuck anymore.
No, that's the thing. It's just seeds.
Every time you get to practically the point of penetration, something happens. Because there's a woman on the beach that you nearly shag, but then a lot of crabs.
There's
crabs.
There are some very funny gags in it, in fairness. There's always one or two really funny jokes in each game, and the rest of it's just go away.
I don't think that's a complaint that we can leverage.
No.
We were playing Leisure Suit Larry, but there wasn't enough penetration.
Yeah. There was a whole lot of lesbian cannibals, though.
Yeah.
Well, try to get captured.
Obviously, if they're lesbian, they need to be cannibals.
Exactly. This is how it works. Mechanically, it's how it works. But no, that's the same. I had to pick I was going to pick a Leisure Suit Larry game. I went with the one with the dumbest ending. Because it was a shit ending. Yeah. It's an ending out of nothing. It's like it has no semblance to the plot. It doesn't make any sense. It's just, we're Sierra. Everyone likes us. And like this is at the same time where like, I can't remember what
you're proving them wrong now.
But like it's not even that. It's like you see, Sierra made a point of being self-referential and high-fiving themselves when they're making these games, compared to other studios who are actually taking themselves seriously.
Okay, I'm sorry. How many point-and-click adventure games have you shit out?
Well, none. But that's because I'm not a video game programmer.
You never will be with that attitude.
Well, I would rather not make a video game than have to make something like Legends of Larry 3.
Fair.
So I think that's like I know I have accepted my mediocrity. That's
instead of 4 pixels, what if we made our tits 5 pixels?
Oh man, that 5 pixels, that's what gets the sensors on eye.
That's exactly yeah. See, the FDA only already the
an odd number of pixels. The center one could be the nipple.
Jeez, man, this guy is fucking thinking fucking 3 dimensions, isn't he?
Fucking genius.
He is.
Yeah, Sierra, I'm available.
Get that robot some more beer.
Sierra aren't. Sorry,
What? You're telling me I missed the boat?
You have by about 15 years, yeah. You
Jesus.
can call Activision if you want. They might give you a gig.
No. I'm not that desperate
Not
yet.
that desperate, no. Neil, you're number 28.
Sorry, apologies. Number 28.
He got distracted by his own.
I'm taking you all the way back to the dawn of the PS4, to the one of the actually very first ever games released on the PS4.
Back when
actually, probably one of the launch titles for the PS4, The Order 1886.
Yeah, that's fair. I dodged a bullet with that game because I saw the reviews and like the first thing I saw was it's only 3 hours long. I was like,
if that.
Cool, that's grand. Yeah.
It is only 3 hours long, but trust me, that's not 3 hours of gameplay.
No.
That's 3 hours of rendering in the Gatling gun.
It looks so... It had such fucking potential.
It could have been.
It could have been good.
No, in all fairness, it
could have been good.
It did have potential. It did have potential. First off, the graphics are actually amazing.
Yes.
It really is. They are really, really good. Even actually, they still hold up.
Again,
I propose that we make no video games are allowed to have graphics.
All right. No.
For the next 3 years, video games just don't have graphics. Focus on gameplay.
Well, again, I think we've reached a point where graphics is not a selling point anymore.
In all fairness, the gameplay in the Order 1886 isn't too bad. Now, I have to admit, there are a lot worse.
It's not bad. It's not good.
But the thing is, the reason why the game's held up by the fact that it's got an absolutely banging soundtrack.
Yeah.
The soundtrack to this is brilliant. That's the one thing that got universal acclaim. Literally everybody was like, the soundtrack to this is actually fucking incredible. Oh my god, if this was on a better game, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, this really deserved a better game.
I just have to say, it was brave of them to name their game after projected sales numbers.
That's true. Actually, funny. Actually, I've kind of a similar joke in this. I've written down. This was nicknamed the Rental 1886. I've also heard like other people said that because the price dropped so rapidly, it was actually called the Order $18.86. Because the price drop was so rapid. Apparently, that massive, like the rapid price drop for such a advanced launch title is why it's got such a huge following in Brazil of all places.
Because of the cut price?
Yeah, because of the insanely cut price of it.
It makes sense, I mean, yeah.
Nicknamed the Rental 1886, I'll just get through the blurb I've written here. Nicknamed the Rental 1886 due to its incredibly short length. The game looks absolutely fantastic and was designed as the PS4 killer app. Turned out to be so bad that Sony severed all ties with the developer, and any plans for any further content have been shelved indefinitely due to the shared IP. So the developers of this own the engine, but Sony owned the IP, and a blunt force told them no to everything. Yeah. Because the developers are not happy with this game, right? Because, like, again, let's go. This game did have potential. About a group of semi-immortal Arthurian knights, monster hunters. You know, they hunt vampires, they hunt werewolves. No, you don't actually. You know what you need in your monster hunting game? Monsters to hunt. Because you don't actually hunt any fucking monsters. You fight a grand total of 3 werewolves. 2 of them are boss fights. Actually, sorry. That's actually a bit of a misnomer. Because it's the same fight twice. Literally, they've copy-pasted it.
That's bad.
They've cut-pasted it.
That's pretty poor.
Like, literally, they've literally just taken the werewolf boss... And by the way, it's not even a boss fight. It's like a turret fight.
Yeah.
So you're fighting the werewolf on the turret.
And
they they make that's a mid-game boss, and then they make that the end game, and that's how you finish the game.
Hang on, we'll be back in 5 hours.
Yeah.
Walks away, comes back. Okay, now let's finish this.
Yeah. You never fight a werewolf. Every enemy is a fucking human.
It's just a hypothetical of a werewolf.
Well, no, they're werewolves, but it's not a full moon.
It's Terrible.
If that's why his playthrough was bad because
he didn't set the system clock.
Is that the system clock? I
played this at like 8 in the morning.
No, it's not that. The reason why there was no werewolves in his game is because the realistic weather parameters were set to overcast.
See, the funny thing is, right? If that actually turned out to be true, that would be a plus point. It's like, yeah, a game you can
Wouldn't that be interesting?
You can only play on a full moon because the characters won't.
That would be fucking awesome.
The characters won't be fucking werewolves. They'll only here.
Yeah, that would be fucking
man,
awesome.
I want to do that.
We programmed in the most realistic weather conditions of all time.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, our werewolves.
To be fair, you just described Castlevania 2. There's an arbitrary it's nighttime now.
What a horrible night to be cursed.
Yeah. Just do that on the PS4. Fucking sorted. You're minted, Dad. You're minted, lads. Minted.
So it's held back with the fact that the main character is a fucking idiot. It's incredibly short, as we all said. So much wasted potential. Like, the armorer for these knights is Nikola fucking Tesla. And the biggest weapon upgrade he gives you is he puts a scope on a rifle.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
There's only a handful of fucking...
Dude, do you know how expensive optics are? I assume.
Yeah, I need to get the premier electrical engineer ever to fucking stick one on. Fuck that shit. It's...
Well, they don't know what electricity is. Obviously, they're going to ask him for a scope.
It's pure fucking terrible. And that's the thing, it's Nintendo hard. It's really quite difficult as well. Almost every piece of cover in the game is destructible. So you can't just sit behind cover and wait for regen because there's no regen in it.
Yeah.
Because you have to drink the potion that's hung around your fucking neck. And the enemies will just bum rush you if you sit in cover and destroy you. And you're like, holy shit, I'm actually being challenged here. What the fuck is this?
There's actually part of me that kind of respects that.
Yeah. It's that's the thing. It had everything going for it. But it's just so badly done. Every single part of it's so badly done.
Yeah.
All the characters are fucking idiots. You can see the traitor from a mile away.
Yeah. Is it the evil looking one?
Yeah, it's the chronically underdeveloped fifth character of the fucking...
you see, you can't trust that. See, that fifth character in Heavy Rain is the same thing, you know?
No, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he'll actually surprise us and have a face turn.
You need to watch more wrestling, my friend, because that's not how that works.
And as I said before, it's 3 hours long. A lot of that's going through unskippable cutscenes. Possible.
Yeah. Possible though, so you won't miss anything. You can pause it, go down, make some tea, and come back, and still have 3 hours left of your game.
Fantastic! What an innovation that is.
It's really truly awful.
I did see that the studio that did make the game are now closed. They closed up last year.
Last year, but they weren't happy. They openly stated that they weren't happy with it, and Sony went, "Yeah, well, we own the IP. You may own the engine. You can do whatever you want with it." But no, you'll not do anything with this. This is garbage. They wanted to fucking put this in with General Zod and throw it to Twilight Realm.
We'll make sure you never work with anyone again.
But they didn't. They were done. That was it. They were done in 2024.
Fucking done. And
because that was the same studio as God of War. They made the original God of War games before they switched to the other crowds. I can't remember off the top of my head. So yeah, they had some games in their back catalogue. They weren't just complete jobbers, I suppose it's the curse of the subsidiary company, I suppose.
Ready at Dawn. No, they did the God of War.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah, there you
Ready
go.
at Dawn. So it's fucking terrible, and everybody knows it's fucking terrible, and nobody did anything with the fact that it was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
So yeah,
there you go. Speaking of fucking terrible, Adam, you're number 27.
Uncharted.
The whole thing, because I'll accept it.
I assume so. I couldn't get past the first one.
All of them are terrible, man. All of them. Actually, number 4 is actually the worst one.
This is the problem I have with modern Naughty Dog. They think they're making films.
100% fucking agree. 100% agree. Honest to fucking God.
There could have been some clever twists in this, but they just didn't go with them.
Do you know what? It's
Which Uncharted? Is it the first one?
First one where your best friend / confidant betrays you at the end, and then
the worst one of the whole series. No, actually, we'll go. The worst one is actually 2.
Is it?
But yeah, it's so bad.
I didn't make it past that, so per our rules.
Yeah, exactly. You have to have played. So yeah,
it's a bad Tomb Raider knockoff.
Yeah.
That's half as fun with an uncharismatic main lead.
Yeah,
I'm done.
No, that's it. Do you know what? I have to say, like, I don't know if this is my, you know, like how, like, again, we're on our 30s here, lads, right? Let's not we are. And, like, I don't know whether there is a point where you become an old man and, like, that thing over there annoys me and I don't understand why.
And for me, that was 10 years ago when this game came out.
But no, it says, like, I've now found my thing. And it's like, that thing over there annoys me. And I'll tell you why. Because I can't, like, the people who, and the hill I die on is that the people who like Uncharted and The Last of Us and stuff like that, anything that, as you said, modern Naughty Dog, just make fucking movies. If you don't like...
Make a TV series. And then watch your ratings crumble when you adapt the second game.
You know, because it's like, it's not even that, right? It's like, I played The Last of Us. It was fine.
You're willing to admit that?
It was fine. It was fine.
Yeah, well, we'll have more to talk about that later.
Yeah, it was fine, but not good, great, or brilliant. The people I've seen...
I'd go one step further and say it wasn't fine.
No, listen, our criteria for fine might be different, but what I'm saying is that when people are talking about The Last of Us and I see all this fucking Game of the Year shit, it's like, this is the best thing ever made, it's a technical revelation.
None of that actually
matters
to me. None of it matters to me. None of that is... They're all bought and paid for.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't give a shit
This is what I'm saying, right? It's like, you cannot tell me you look at a game like The Last of Us and it's... Again,
it was revolutionary!
It's not...
It was the first ever game to have a story in it.
Yeah, my whole, like, it's not. And I say you can compare any other game to The Last of Us and you find a better game that performs.
No, we're not talking about The Last of Us yet.
No, but Uncharted is the same. Uncharted, like, The Last of Us it exists because of Uncharted.
The one thing I'll say that Uncharted has going for it is that they actually tried to put a shooter game into it.
Yeah. But there is a bit of gameplay there, but again, it's that same kind of thing where, like,
it's bad.
It's just
bad.
Your hand is being held, and again, this is what I maybe it's just me, but like I like my games. If I'm gonna be playing an adventure game or like a game with some sort of story, like, what makes video games unique is having some level of narrative freedom. Like, you are told you're at point A, there's point B over there. Go there whichever way you can. Uncharted doesn't give you the choice.
No, you have to glue yourself to a chest high cover, shoot the guy, but they'll flank you because that's what they've been programmed to do.
But, so like, you can practically see the fucking guardrails of every level.
You can see the pathing that he's about to take.
You might as well just highlight it with white lines.
Exactly, yeah. It's like you're on it. Now, here's the thing: if Uncharted was that game, but was pretending to be on a film set.
Well, that's it.
That would be brilliant.
No. I'm not going to give them credit and say it's brilliant to do with the same idea.
No. It's like if it was like Stuntman from the PS2, I'd fucking respect that more.
It is a very bad Tomb Raider knockoff.
Yeah.
Like, it's incredibly bad. Like, they even have their own. Like, in the first one. Sorry, excuse me. The first one has its own jet ski levels.
Yes.
And they're terrible. They're fucking awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can open your map.
Oh, Jesus. Neil Druckmann would take my money.
And it's not just a map, it's not just a minigame map.
Oh, stop.
It's actually drawn into your journal.
It is not, is it?
Yes,
it's drawn.
So it's as if Nate actually was writing it down.
Oh my god, what great character development. Game of the year.
Do you know how to use one of these? It's a gun. Yeah, it's just like a camera pointing to click, right? That's not how a camera works. The fuck? Have you just been taking photos this entire film shoot?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think, like, it's that we're at that point where, like, if you think that, I think you said this before. If you think that this is a good game, you haven't played enough games. And I'm at the point to say, okay, if you think Last of Us is a great game, you need to play better games.
Why are we talking about The Last of Us?
No, sorry, Uncharted. Sorry, Jesus, I'm fucking obsessed with The Last of Us. Apparently,
yeah, it seems so.
But again, it's the same. It's fucking modern Naughty Dog, and it annoys me so much because they have made good games before.
Well, they made Crash Bandicoot.
They've done this
before. The best part of number 4 is where you have to play the first level of Crash Bandicoot.
The best part of this game is an older game.
Yeah, it was when they were good.
No, they do the whole PS1 startup thing, which is quite nostalgic, and
I remember now. Yeah,
it's a bit of character development. Like, they have to play it to see. I think who washes the dishes.
Yes, is it Nathan and the
Nathan and whoever's
Scully or
Scott? Yeah.
No, his wife. It's his wife.
His
wife is playing, and he's like, "Oh, hey, I'm good at jumping and climbing and stuff. Like, I'll play that game." She's like, "Okay, then. Well, if you can beat the first level without dying, you have to. I think you can only die, like, obviously the three lives thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he has to do it. But that's the best part of 4.
And actually, shocking enough, is actually a bit of character. Like, that's hilarious. There's something really fucking, like, there's really something existential about that. It's like, we're comparing ourselves to when we were good to make a point of how bad we are now.
I don't think that's what they were trying to do.
Well, that's what it fucking ended up being.
Actually, to be funny enough, the main bad guy, like the big MacGuffin in Uncharted 1, was a bioweapon that turns all the people infected by it into zombie-like creatures.
Oh, that
I wonder if Naughty Dog would take that and that concept and run with it in another way.
Weird. What?
Yeah.
I don't think they actually released
an
the Far Cry
infectious
series.
zombie
No,
virus.
it didn't. It does sound very Far Cry, actually, the more you say that. Yeah,
An infectious zombie virus that's not based on a virus. You say fungal weapon. What? If it's a fungus, then that's very easy to sort out. What's happened in the Last of Us universe that people can't deal with mushrooms?
I think in the TV series it says that it was global warming. That basically we reached like the kind of the sweet spot.
It's global warming, therefore the perfect humidity exists everywhere.
That's literally what it was. It was the fact that, like,
I thought it was because of woke.
I'm going to be a dad. Woke.
No, I'm going to be a considerate dad. I'm going to be a single dad. Woke.
Utter woke nonsense.
Utter woke nonsense.
Yeah, everybody's heads start fucking deforming because they're so woke. That's all the woke coming out of them.
Hashtag
woke spores.
Yeah, exactly. And the big bloaters, they're just so much woke that they just fucking bloat and then they just literally explode.
I was contemplating like talking about Last of Us now, but no, it's far later on my list. We'll save it.
Fair, yeah. Save your woke for later on.
It's not the woke I hate.
No,
it's not the woke I hate. It's all the people.
Okay, so my number 27 then is a classic, Neil. A classic case of sequelitis.
Oh.
And is one of the few games we played on the channel with a cancelled playthrough. Sorry, it was just a dramatic pause there. Deus Ex Invisible War.
I don't think that's one of the worst games.
Is that the Grey Goose scenario? There's one.
Sorry, did you just find his kill phrase?
What
was that?
Grey Goose scenario. Is that when I get so fucked up on vodka I can't remember?
The Grey Goo is nanobots.
Oh, Grey Goo.
No.
I literally thought you said Grey Goose.
I heard Grey Goose as well.
I heard Grey Goose. I was like, if you've got a bottle,
okay,
let's go. Let's rock this
shit. Is this a Grey Goose scenario now?
Let's knock this up a notch.
That's actually more consistent.
Write down Grey Goose scenario.
We'll do, yeah. You're saying about our video game?
That's going on all future bingo cards.
Grey Goose connect. So Grey.
It's a Grey Goose scenario.
We are making a video game, and it's called the Grey Goose scenario.
No, it is. But genuine question: is that the one that has the Grey Goose scenario as the ending?
I can't remember.
The
ending. No, the ending's
four
not different.
endings. There was 4 endings to Invisible War.
Yes.
There was the one where you side with both the Dentons and all humanity becomes uploaded to a gigantic super consciousness.
Yes.
There was the one where you sided with the Templars where everybody dies. Oh no, where they basically go on a pogrom of all enhanced people.
And they revert back to kind of like a kind of barter system and shit like that. It
goes bad. There's the third one where you side with the Illuminati.
There's the Illuminati
or
one.
New World Order or whatever the fuck they're called.
It was a take on the Illuminati ending for the first game where you go with it's not New World Order, but something along those lines.
Because it's actually
enlightened.
It's actually the son and daughter of the 2 people you meet in the first
exactly.
Deus Ex and that's you still continue with this mad technocratic one, and then the fourth one is where you side with the mad cyborgs.
Yes,
and basically that's all of humanity laid to waste.
Yeah, you favour the machines, so you either have a choice between the machines.
They just you're not actually a member of one of the other people on your team becomes one of them.
Oh, correct. Yeah, sorry.
The guy in it.
Right.
Yeah,
because he's constantly complaining with all because they give him all of the. They're basically replacing his body with mech with mechanical to supplement all of his nanites, and he's like, this is really fucking painful, like, but it turns him into an unstoppable killing machine.
Why was I programmed to feel pain?
Yes, he was very much programmed to feel pain. Great Goose scenario. Hang on.
But like I think like the reason I have it on the list is that like I think like I really enjoyed, and again this is actually I suppose a kind of very channel oriented kind of pick in a sense, because I really enjoyed our playthrough of Deus Ex. It felt like when we were playing it, we had such kind of like creative freedom over how to play it in a sense. And again, that's the whole joy of Deus Ex in the sense that the whole point is choice, isn't it? Like it's the fact that like you can decide to follow along and be a good soldier, or you can disobey and there is something there for you.
You can choose to put points into swimming or actually use them for something productive.
It felt like everything. It felt like you could
always go with swimming.
In any case, free will was the kind of the
ice fishing.
I choose to live in here like an iguana.
Ice fishing.
Ice fishing. And like at the very well, at least you said like your free will seemed to have actually some sort of like plot relevant role in a sense. Whereas with Invisible War, it felt like even from the first few hours we played, it just kind of missed the point of the first game.
I mean, could you go into the women's bathroom and then get scolded for it?
I honestly don't know if that was even an option in the second Deus Ex.
You could find the bathroom.
You can find, but like
you could, because it's in Invisible War that you find. You go to the old UNAT. You have to go off slightly off the beaten path.
Yeah.
But you can't go to the old UNATCO things, and that's it's actually one of the best parts of that game. You actually find out that Gunther was right.
Yeah.
The techs were sabotaging the vending machines to give him lemon lime when he was picking orange.
Shit! That's so good.
You actually find I think an email or a fucking media clip from one of the vendors. He's like, haha, they're totally fucking with the guy, you know.
That is kind of good though, fairness. But yeah, I feel again it's I think with just what I saw from the game, and it just like there's an absence of story here. There's an absence of substance. And I think that the first Deus Ex had so much substance and so much commentary, and the second game just seemed to have none of it. You know, maybe I'm just missing out on like a few kind of like major plot points, or I just don't remember from the way I played it.
Could it be a case that the first one is so good and so iconic?
Well, that's why I said it's a victim of sequelitis. Like I don't think you could have followed Deus Ex that well, and like especially considering like you picked like a new kind of like you picked Alex Dent. You have Alex Denton. And like you have a bit of leeway over who that person is. Like you can be male or female or whatever. I can't remember now. But
Alex isn't a gender neutral name.
It totally fucking is. And the thing is that like you have a certain way, and again, much like JC and Alex are both meant to be fucking like beige in a sense. Like they're meant to be just cyborg and emotionless and all this sort of stuff. But JC's delivery is unintentionally funny. Whereas Alex, there's actually no giving him in a sense. He's just a plank, and
like he's never really surprised about any of the kind of revelations. Like, like in the first game, JC isn't surprised by the revelation that he's been augmented, or that there were some in some way engineered.
Yes,
he said me and Paul kind of figured that.
Yeah,
but he's horrified by the fact that his parents were murdered as a result of it. Whereas in this one, Alex doesn't really register the fact that he's a clone.
He's the son of JC Denton, essentially.
He's a son or a clone?
It's a bit of a nuance to it, but like I think you could argue he's a clone.
Alright.
But like they try and go for this kind of thing where like he is another Denton, but like
I know he's another Denton.
So like whatever clone, like subspecies.
Yeah, because you go through the game being called Alex D, isn't it?
Yeah, Alex D. Yeah, he's called Alex D.
But it barely registers that like you're. Alright, let's go with son or daughter, depending. It barely registers that like you're the offspring of the person who caused the collapse.
Yeah,
like you literally ended. Also, actually, funny go with that. Like the fact that like, and this has always been said about it, is like which of the first Deus Ex endings are canon? All of them.
Yeah. All of them. Yeah.
You know, I think the best line about this is from a reviewer, H Bomber Guy. It's like Deus Ex Invisible War is kind of like replacing your sleep medication with replacing your ADHD medication with sleeping pills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Like it is hard. It is hard to follow up a game. Let take the Deus Ex out of it, but just even like empirically, like following up a game that had the multiple endings path. That's really hard to fucking do. Because again, if you're tasked with making a sequel, you either have to decide which one was the correct answer, or as you said there, you have to kind of amalgamate them all into one go. It's a case where like it doesn't matter what ending you had. It's like the
amalgamating all possible endings into one so that none of them are canon.
None of them are canon. Yeah,
well,
exactly.
Not even none of them are canon. They all happened.
They all happened.
Like,
yeah.
There was a Dark Age. And JC merged with Helios to become a godlike super AI.
It just happened in different orders or whatever.
And the fucking Illuminati
took over,
or the MJ12 or
MJ12. Yeah.
Oh, no, it's the Illuminati. You find it with
No, he's MJ12 in the first Deus Ex, and it's Illuminati in the second.
Aren't MJ12 the little military offshoot that you kill in the sewers?
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Well, okay. Yeah, and then a secret society rises up and takes over as a tech.
So
all three happened at the same time. What? How?
Yeah. Ultimately, it meant like your big choice at the end of the first game didn't really matter. And
no, it mattered.
Yeah. But listen, at least there was a big time difference in between them, and like you do meet with JC at the end, and like he kind of has this kind of like godlike quality to him in a sense, because I think like he's in like is he in a pyramid or something weird like that?
What?
At the end of Invisible War, JC Denton he's in a
no, you're on the Statue of Liberty Island.
Is Statue of Liberty? No, I thought he was in like Egypt or something like that.
No, you rescue Paul from Egypt.
Oh, that's what it is. Sorry, it's
Paul's body because Paul tries to do what they're trying to get you to do.
Yeah.
And it goes wrong.
Yes.
And
okay, so that's where I get confused.
They cryogenically freeze him, so you have to rescue him because the Templars are after him.
Right.
And they want to get Paul, and that you kind of like. That's what you.
That's what it was.
And then you rescue him from Cairo.
And you guys are telling me Kingdom Hearts story is hard to follow.
I know, it's just me misremembering the fucking game because like it just left such a lack of an impression compared to the first game. But yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, that's to say it's a classic case of sequelitis. It just couldn't reach the heights of the first game, nor did it try to. It kind of knew it was a bit of a muscle flush to begin with, so it just left it be. That's why Human Revolution was so well, because it just said fuck that shit. Let's just go back in the prologue and nailed it.
Let's not ask for this.
Yeah,
I just saw a man die.
What a shame. Oh, you're gonna burn, all right. Neil, number 27.
Oh, actually, sorry. Yeah, I've just looked it up. Yes, it is the Grey Goo Bomb.
Hey! we got there in the end.
The question I had at the start.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Grey Goose has been secured.
Grey Goose, yeah, the Grey Goose
scenario.
The Grey Goose scenario confirmed.
It's canon now.
Yeah, it's fucking definitely is.
All right then.
My 27?
You're 27.
My 27 is a shit piece of shit.
So we're getting into the weeds here.
Can you give me that name again? That shit piece of shit.
Shit piece of shit. Basically, it's probably it's a porting disaster.
Oh,
yeah, my
fantastic.
27. It's a porting disaster of an incredibly brilliant game. It's Blade Runner Enhanced Edition.
Ah, yes.
Now I did a review on this.
Yes, you have.
And I did my review on the Switch.
Yes.
And I bought it for free with the gold coins that now Nintendo aren't doing anymore. So I got it for free. Yeah, they're not doing them anymore. You want to use them up to platinum and gold coins on your Nintendo account. They're going.
But Nintendo's just getting so bad.
What a game. Well, in case this was purely shit. Easily the worst remake port ever in the history of ever.
Yeah, it's hard to find one that isn't as terrible.
No. This is really bad. Like Night Dive really shat themselves on this one. They should have taken like it wasn't just they ignored one or two red flags. They ignored a scenario that was built entirely out of red flags. Yeah, and still pressed ahead with this absolute tripe garbage.
Like I can't imagine anyone in that studio looked at that and thought, yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, I can't, like that's the thing. Like, at any point, like QA testing, like what
it runs on my computer. Shut up.
Like I don't like well, it runs on anything. Like, but it's just it's this horribly pixelated piece of absolute garbage. They've not enhanced anything. No, this is not enhanced.
Again, the whole premise was to make it playable more than anything else.
That's the thing. Like
you can play the original.
Yeah,
this is my point. This was an enhanced edition that was it's constantly outshone by the Scum VM version that was released 25 years prior to it.
Yeah.
In fact, the Scum VM version has a load of features that this enhanced edition doesn't.
I was just about to say, like this, the open source one, like you can program it, because I've only played the original Blade Runner on the channel, so like you can get subtitles, fan made subtitles for the game. You can arbitrarily like pick your poisons in a sense in terms of what story you want to go for and stuff like this. And again, it's upscaling for textures and stuff like that, because there's like the version, the game we're talking about here isn't that kind of weird little nether region where like stuff was impossible to port because it's on like fucking 7 CDs.
You said nether regions.
I did say nether regions.
No, it's a curious. Hang on a minute. It's weird because of the way it was done. Yeah. So it's a licensed game. The source code is lost.
That's right.
And it's incredibly glitchy. And the way they've done all of the FMV, it's like every single movement frame is a whole new render, or something like that. So that means that like a model, like a clip of somebody walking from one side of the room to the other is something like 4 gigs, and you're going like, how that should be kilobytes. Like,
and they're so heavily compressed as well. Like it can't be that fucking big.
It's so bad.
Oh no, I remember trying to download, like I tried to download Blade Runner one time, and the thing was like fucking 16 gigs. It was insane.
Was it just downloading every possible language?
No. These were like the CD files, like the bin files. So the bin files, and you had to mount them to a disk drive and do it that way. But like Jesus, like whoever did it on Good Old Games, well fucking done to get any form of a tune out of it. In a way, I'm not surprised the Enhanced Edition is that bad. Like that could very well be the best they could do. But even then, it is a busted flush. You shouldn't have released it.
That's the best they could do.
Yeah.
And it's still like it's beyond awful.
Yeah.
It's unplayable.
No quality life changes at all, as I recall.
No, none whatsoever. It's totally awful, and I hate it. And to be honest with you, like Night Dive is a game company that are making serious bank out of repackaging, repurposing, and enhancing my childhood and selling it back to me, and I can't resist it. They keep doing it. And this was one where I was like, ooh, because I looked at it, because even the screenshots, the reason why I didn't immediately go out and buy the huge collector's edition, which by the way, the collector's edition of this was sick. It was so good. It came with like a full-scale model replica of his gun.
Nice. Yeah.
You know, in it, and loads of other shit, and like his badge as well, and everything like that. It was a proper geeky out, and I was gonna fork out the cash money on it. But then I saw the screenshots, I was like, that's really bad. That's like I've zoomed in on something I played 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And so I got it. I was able to get it using coins on my Switch. And I was like, alright, then fine, I'll play this. I was like, oh my god, this is awful. If you bought this on the PS5, like you were ripped the fuck off.
So fun story, right? I was in Edinburgh last year, the year before. I think it was the year before. No, it was that. No. Yeah, it was the year before.
It was sometime in the past.
And the National Museum there were doing a video game exhibit. And they're doing this whole thing, and it was really well done. So you come in and you start off with table for two, and all the kind of repurposed submarine tech and all this sort of jazz, and you're going all the way around, and they're showing all these kind of different games for here's this technological advance, here's this advance, here's this. So stuff like what that photography game is. You take a snap. No, you take a snap of something and then you jump into that.
Oh, Viewfinder.
Viewfinder, thank you. I couldn't remember the top of my head.
Awesome.
So all these different really clever puzzle games, or here's these games now that are made for the NES now in this time, and you can play it directly on the NES if you want all this sort of stuff. Here's a wall of games that are made the first game from India and Brazil and all this. This is really cool stuff. And I'm like, oh, here's this technological wonder. It's called Blade Runner, Enhanced Edition. I was like, no, why did you? It's like, and I'm playing it. I played Blade Runner Enhanced Edition in this museum. And I was like, oh, and I was very, very close to me playing the original. I was like, oh my fucking god, this is, I cannot believe you're allowing people to play this publicly.
It's because it's from the past, so it must have been bad.
But that's the thing, you see. That's what annoyed me on a visceral. I was trying to say this to Kira. I was like, Kira, I promise this game isn't actually this bad. This
game that we're currently playing and is this bad is not this bad.
I promise you. Now, please come back. Like I'm telling you, it's actually better than this.
You just haven't opened your heart to it.
Yeah, something like that.
This is an interesting pick on the list actually, because you're not critiquing the game.
No, the game
is brilliant.
The game is brilliant. The game is actually the game's on my top 100.
It is, yeah. And it will be on mine if we ever do it again, yeah.
But the porting, it's just such a disaster.
Yeah.
it looked worse than a game that was released back in 1997.
Yeah.
Lower quality music, introduced a load of new bugs, and it's less accessible because they removed a lot of the international language dubs.
Fuck's sake! That's rookie shit. That
How do you do that?
I've no idea.
But you know what it is? It's probably because when they tried to rip it in, because they have to try and merge it all into a digital file, which is clumping them all these 4 CD files or 60, whatever it else is, into one big file. Yeah. They probably lost them. Like, that's entirely possible. Like,
when you consider that the Scum VM version, right? People have spent thousands of hours getting the game to run on modern platforms, fix all the bugs, enable the use of subtitles, freely available from the website, and even had a restored content mode where they added back in things that were dummied out throughout the original thing.
Yes.
None of that was in the enhanced edition. They scratched all of it, and it was terrible. And I've just after reading it, Night Dive basically stated that it was a mistake to release it. They wanted to release it in time for the 40th anniversary edition of the original movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they literally did boot it out before that time to brush its teeth.
Yeah. Well, they should have waited until the 45th anniversary then, shouldn't they?
Oh man.
50th.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, Adam. Last loop for this part, number 26.
PSP game, Gangs of London.
Gangs of London.
Gangs of London.
I haven't heard about that.
Played this.
I remember Gangs of London. Haven't played it, but just when you said that, I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that game. Yeah.
So to start off the game, you pick one of the 4 or 5 available gangs. I haven't researched this. It's a while since I played it. They each have different combat mechanics, and they have different boroughs of London where they have their territory.
Yeah.
And so the campaign, the game mission is essentially you do missions to take over other gangs' territory.
Yeah, that's right.
While other gangs are trying to take other gangs' territories. So it's like turn-based. You have to try and spread out and win. They're like, I think there's racing missions and driving missions, and then the best part is actually just the combat missions, because you can cheese them by getting a guy with grenades, and every weapon has a stealth takedown mode. So the grenade stealth takedown.
Stealth grenade!
Yeah, no, you'll be surprised about this.
Oh my
God. The grenade
God.
stealth takedown is you grab the guy's shirt, you put a grenade in, and then you push him into his friends.
Nice.
Oh, that's good.
And that is so broken that I once completed like 3 entire missions. I completed a whole campaign for like the Triads or whatever, the Yakuza knockoff there.
Yeah.
As one guy with grenades, just knocking people into other people, and I got perfect stealth.
That's tremendous.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
So you blew up everybody in the level and got perfect stealth.
Yeah. And another fun thing is the maps are not one-to-one accurate with London, but like it's good enough. Like
if I remember
you get
correctly,
the landmarks.
If I remember correctly, it's the Getaway, isn't it?
It's one of the sequels.
It's one of the sequels to Getaway. So like it's the same maps they've done, but like much like all the other PSP projects, they just shrunk it to fit on the PSP. Yeah.
Now my major gripes with this game. I've told you the goods. My major
That's
gripes,
all the good shit.
Major gripes are how modular the levels are. You can never get a really good like driving section in.
Yeah.
Because you're just trapped in this little area.
Yeah, that's from very performance limited. Probably,
that's PSP limited thing. Also, like it's really clunky. It's on the PSP, so controls are really awkward.
Especially if you're doing driving. Like it's driving never really worked on the PSP. To be fair, because of the stick.
Yeah, there's fuck all story.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. The only reason that I played it for as long as I did, completing every character's campaign, was it was the only game I had with the PSP when we bought it.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. Funny enough, I had the same story, but with like the first game I had in the PSP was Ghost in the Shell, standalone complex. Actually not bad for a PSP game.
That's alright.
And there's a surprising amount of content and like actually like unique story. That's not like there's a PS2 version of the game and it's a totally different story. It was like fair folks are making a unique story for the console. Like very impressed.
Now that usually annoys me when different consoles are the same title with different stories.
Yeah, true. But like I think it's because they realize we can't do the same story.
We can't fit a PS2 title.
We can't do the same gameplay as we can the PS2. So let's make the story slightly different so it's a bit more pedestrian.
Yeah, true.
Fair point. Not a bad idea.
Let's just make it shitter.
Yeah. But like what you said about Gangs of London is very familiar because I also played Driver 76 on the PSP, and what they had done is the exact same thing as what Team Soho did, and basically took the Driver Parallel Lines map, and then basically compressed it. Obviously, keep it to the 70s because that was the only thing they liked from Parallel Lines, and they compressed it then so you could just basically play a prologue of Parallel Lines on the PSP with a unique story, and it was fine. I wouldn't be writing home about it. It's on my top list and it's on my bad list. It's just right in the middle, you know. But obviously you had like more egregious problems with getting to London.
Yeah, my main one was that I couldn't do donuts in Buckingham Palace.
To be fair, we all have that problem in fairness. I mean, you can't even do that in the Getaway because you keep getting fucking chased by everyone. like when we're playing together, it's like, I don't have. Will you fucking leave me? I want to admire the fucking scenery, but no, I keep getting fucking hounded by traffic.
As I say, when the best part of your driving fucking criminal game is putting grenades down a guy's shirt.
In fairness, yeah.
Every other stealth mechanic sucks.
Can you lean on a wall though?
I don't remember, but I don't think so.
You'd not remember it if you could. If you would, yeah, you would, yeah. So, shit game then.
Yeah, shit game.
Shit game for wankers.
4 out of 7.
Exactly.
A perfect game.
Too much slags.
So not enough slags.
Not enough slags.
Too many or not enough. Either way,
you can't get the balance right. You just can't get the balance
right. of London, unbalanced slags.
Unbalanced slags. Okay, so my number 26 then is a real fucking artifact. It is one of our token bad games that we've played in the channel. I've gone very channel heavy actually for this for my 10 I've noticed, but these are worth it to be fair. What happens when you put Corey Feldman in a room to voice act when he's high off his tits and he doesn't know his character, doesn't want to know, doesn't matter, it's normality. Really, it's probably one of the ugliest games you'll ever see. And
now, saying that, it has its charm in that it's one of those blocky 90s 3D.
I get what you're saying, right? But it's also like, do you know what? In a sense, it kind of answers the question: why don't we do a point-and-click adventure on the Doom engine? And this is why, because it looks bad.
Because we tried.
It tried.
It didn't work.
It didn't work.
Let's just call it a day.
You know, because like there's someone I can't remember whose name it is, but there's someone like that's taking the Doom engine and he's putting a whole lot of like, you know, British politics and like pop culture references in on it.
On the Doom Slayer.
Yeah, on the Doom engine, yeah, and it's all just like weird fucking like it's stupid shit. But he's shown that the technology can be just easily done, where you just import a picture over, compress it, and have it flip so it's turning around and all that sort of shit. So Normality, like, basically is trying to do a point-and-click game using a Doom style engine. I don't think it's exactly Doom, but it's very close to it. If it's not, Doom wasn't there was a name for the Doom engine. I can't remember what it was though.
id Tech.
id Tech, was it? Okay.
I think maybe because id made Doom. Yeah. I think it was the id Tech engine.
Okay, right. So let's say it's the id Tech engine anyway. So they made a game on that.
That might be wrong, by the way. Don't at me.
Yeah, no, that's fair. No, we know which one we're talking about anyway.
Don't watch this series.
Like Doom has a very unique look to it. Anyway, like you can pick out Doom from a mile off. But now imagine this again. Take the shooting side out of it and just have it as a point-and-click game. So it's not like I would have thought like even if you're doing something like that, you would have had like as it seems that you would have had a weapon or whatever. You would have had like your active item like in your hand or something, like you know how like Grim Fandango works. You know,
remember it's quicker to switch to your alternate squeaky toy.
Yeah,
than
exactly.
Reloading your fucking vibrator.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, again, just to describe it in a word, it's just ugly. It's unaesthetic. It's very unaesthetic. It's icky.
Now,
yeah,
I agree with you that it's not pleasing to look at.
Yeah,
but I find it fascinating.
Okay.
And it clearly had an art design. Which
yes, they were clearly aiming for something. This isn't incompetence.
No, it's not incompetence. They were trying something out. Okay. Yes, I agree with you on that. Yeah.
And the story wise now in it was, I think, where it fell down.
Yeah, the story's bad. It is quite bad. Like the whole premise is that basically the entire world has been plagued by like some sort of like, you know, a thought police.
Funnily enough, it's like a story that like if you gave an incel.
Yeah.
Nowadays, or some creepy edgelord like Adam.
Oh.
Everyone looks the same, and we all have to think a certain way.
The same, yeah. Like, the only thing is you'd have to insert a lot more references to woke in it.
Yes,
but
it kind of had that.
It did.
Like the whole.
Am I wrong?
The whole. I think the whole premise is essentially that everyone has to be uniform. Everyone has to look the same.
Your TV sounds like it's off in there. Get that back on, or I'll come in there.
It's again. There's a good idea in there somewhere, but the thing is, and again, everyone like all the authorities are dressed just in grey, And basically, your main character is like Knutsen or something like that. Isn't it? Kunsen. I don't know what it's called. It was Knutsen or something like that. And he's just the most multicolored freak you can find. And again, it also helps that like again because of the graphics, he just looks more unhuman. Like he just looks like a tosser.
And Corey Feldman doesn't help.
So the crack is right. So when I played Normality initially,
only in the US release.
It was only in the US release. In the UK release, it's someone doing a really bad Corey Feldman impression, which is like someone going, "Whoa, yeah, oh no, yeah." It's like really nasally and like, okay. To be fair, whoever's doing this is actually doing a really good job. But I want to see how bad Corey Feldman is. And Corey Feldman is appalling in this. Like it's just like he sounds like you've just disturbed him from a nap. Like
you may well
have done so, but like then like for like one or two lines he'll act his fucking socks off, and then go back to being in a catatonic state. It's also like kind of paired off.
You can probably map his coke usage throughout the game.
Yeah, he's on uppers and downers as the game goes on. It's incredible. But like
how well he delivers the lines.
But like it's also like kind of like offset by like the main female lead being voice acted by Mary Kay Bergman, who everyone knows is Kyle's mom. And like she's genuinely really she's such a good voice actor, and like she just does not deserve to be in something like this, you know. But at the same time, it is a very like I can imagine like when you're being told this and you're seeing it for the first time, it's like there is a kind of a South Parky charm to it in a sense that like the aesthetics are not what counts. It's what they're trying to like.
They're trying to be tongue in cheek and critique actual society.
Yes, but in order to do that, you kind of have to actually be funny.
In order to do that, you actually have to have gone outside.
No, it's not that. It's like listen, I don't mind a game that has that's not pleasing on the eye if it has a bit of a comedy to it, it's not funny, and it's not.
Really, you didn't find it funny poisoning that guy with the lead paint instead of milk?
No,
or throwing all those kittens over the scanner.
No, I didn't. No, not for me, Clive.
In a paper airplane, when it would be far easier to just move them 10 feet to the left.
Yeah. Or the whole final level is taking part in basically Wembley, and you have to fucking like go under the stadium to go back up and go down. It's a big fucking maze, and all you have to do is like switch off something, and then you win.
Yeah, but did you get a T-shirt that said you're obese?
I did, yes.
Okay, then it's fine.
Yeah, but like I said, it wasn't for me. And like one of my favorite things about it was that because like again it's a point and click adventure, and they had to do like cutscenes, which means they had to put an external camera on something and make and like you know see someone moving or whatever. There's this thing that I learned about the Doom engine is that they can't have two objects rubbing off each other. It's one of the weirdest glitches about
That's why Leisure Suit Larry wasn't made in that. Yeah.
It wasn't. No, Jesus, like if that was the case,
it was made by Mormons. You can't have two things rubbing off each other.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's why soaking is
soaking. Yeah.
I actually had to explain soaking to somebody the other day, and they genuinely they were horrified, and they're like, "Well done, Neil. I never thought you could invent something that fucking weird on the spot." I have not.
What about the third friend who rocks the bed?
I have not. I have not invented it. Google it. They googled it and they were like, "I am absolutely horrified, and I blame you for some reason."
you brought it to their attention. That's why.
So no, but actually they brought it to mind. They asked me. I was like,
they asked you what's soaking.
I don't know. They'd heard it in something or something like that. I don't know what it is. Like, you don't want to know.
But yeah, so Normality has this weird it shows that the Doom engine had this kind of weird glitch where an object can't be sitting on the floor. It has to hover.
Yeah.
Right? So whenever someone's walking or standing, their feet are not touching the floor. They're doing this kind of weird vibrating, so they're kind of sliding on the spot.
That's because you can't see the third person shaking the map.
Clearly, yeah. So yeah, so actually in Normality everyone is soaking. Which is a hideous thing to say.
God hates the motion.
God hates the motion. Yeah, exactly.
Here in Doom, everybody soaks.
John
Rip and tear, baby.
Rip and fucking tear.
Okay, Neil, to sign us off, you're number 26 for this part.
Please give us a palate cleanser.
No, unfortunately, it's Soaking Chronicles 9.
I've never released that.
Sorry. It's actually a sequel to a very, very good, decent enough game, I thought. Funnily enough, we mentioned Deus Ex earlier on.
Yes.
This game here is the game that killed Warren Spector's career.
Jesus. Okay, strap yourselves in, boys.
Yeah. It's Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, okay.
Holy shit.
Spectre did number 2. Spectre did the first one. The first one was kind of well received.
Yeah.
Wasn't a big fan of it. Thought it was an average game. Janky controls, camera screw.
Sure.
Didn't live up to the hype.
Yeah.
And that was directed by Warren fucking Spector.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, however, was pure shit. It took all those problems and amped them. It beefed them up. Added co-op play with broken AI, grating voices, horrible song sections, and really boring puzzles. The resulting sequel collapsed with a quarter of the original game sales and took the developer with it. So yeah, another developer killer.
Yeah,
we've got here.
Yeah, I like that Neil's list is very much a graveyard of those who tried and failed.
If you count the Power of Illusion sales, it comes to a little over half of the first Epic Mickey ones.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, so it tanked his fucking.
Now the interesting thing about this list, can we just assume that anything Neil's played has died?
In all fairness,
is that like a one-to-one thing? We were
saying. I don't know if we got it. If it was when we were recording or something like that. But when I was looking back through my list, a frightening amount of the games that I've got on my worst can't actually be bought.
Yeah, you said that. You said that off camera. Yeah.
You know they don't technically count as games anymore.
Yeah, like
lost media, I'd say.
No, I mean like. As in can't be got, as in not even abandonware.
Yeah.
As in they've been scrubbed from history.
Yes.
Like, so unless
they weren't even good enough to pirate, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. No. Well, actually, one of the. Sorry, no. I won't go far ahead. Actually, here's how bad Epic Mickey 2. Yeah. Rather than slam it, I want to talk about a game further along on my list that somebody could only play because there was one seeder on the torrent.
Yeah.
So like that hero.
That is fucking dedication.
Yeah.
The fucking hero. Yeah, we might watch that review when we get to the game because it's fucking hilarious. But yeah, it's just fucking. This is so bad. Like Epic Mickey 2. To be honest with you, this isn't really a game series I would have been really into. I liked the first one. Again, I went to it because of Spectre was there, and I was like, all right, I'm fine. I hate the camera. Whoever's controlling the camera needs to be taken out back and shot in the head.
Yeah.
But
it's you, Neil. You're
no, it's not. That's the problem. It's not me.
If it was me, I'd do it right.
If it was somebody, it's very clearly somebody who does not like me.
Yes.
Does not.
But have you seen this wall?
Yeah, does not want me to play this game. See this? I see the way you've turned around there. Wow. And it's the other non-rendered part of the wall. So there's no fucking texture, motherfucker.
How would you like to see the external of the building you're in?
Let's clip out of this shit. I'm having a lot more fun than you are.
To be fair, if I could troll someone like that, I would.
To be fair, yeah. To be fair.
Yeah, no, it's just terrible. That's just Epic Mickey. Yeah, the fact that he killed the developer.
Yeah, I think that says it all, really. Yeah. Yeah, right then. Yeah, that's so that's us then. We are at number 26 on this list, lads. So we're gonna leave you here for tonight, and we'll be back then with another sinful 5, I guess. Whatever was like.
We're actually at the halfway point now, folks. So it's all downhill from here.
We've reached the halfway mark. I'm actually really proud of ourselves, lads. To be honest, we've done really well there.
Usually we peter out and lose enthusiasm for these things.
No, but here we are.
If anything, we're just getting drunker.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly. Well, it is literally all downhill from here, lads. But as ever, let us know down in the comments if you agree with our assessments, if we're being too harsh on our opinions, or maybe you just like unearthed some like trauma that you've had in the past in your past gaming experiences.
Maybe we popped the cap on some repressed memory and you want to vent at us in the comment section.
More than welcome. We are happy for your business.
If you think I just don't get why this game is brilliant, maybe go fuck yourself.
Remember, we're always right. We are always right, and you are in fact the ones that are wrong. Unless you agree with us, therefore you're definitely wrong.
All opinions are our own and objectively true.
Yeah, but David Cage is
all opinions are our own.
Yes. So until then, guys, we'll see you for the next 5. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
The once actually wasn't the worst outro ever.